Folks, welcome to Shift Summer League. We're having an absolute blast over here. It's week 3, the final one. It's Matchday 6, the final one. However many fingers do I need to show on it? We are down to the last day of league play. That means 3 more series, and we're finding out who's going to the playoffs and who is going home. We're not going home. I'm Jar of Jam. He's Stumpy. He is Cole. And it is time for us to start this, which should be... Oh God, I don't remember the last time I had so much excitement for just one day of Rocket League, besides like the grand finals. No, league play. We are not even in the finals, and this is already at the edge of the seat.
Well, we will find out who is making those playoffs today. You know, there's teams that are battling to get into it. The top 6 make it out of our 10. And I am incredibly excited to see who that might be. I think we're going to see some upsets today. I think we're going to see some disappointments. What we're definitely not going to see, Jara Jam, is JJ Rocks, because they're 2-13.
No.
They're the only team of the 10 that are technically already, well, not eliminated because they're still playing, but can't make the playoffs.
But they are also our only team that have got over 10 losses, and they've got 13. So they're the only ones in double digits at the moment, which is a little bit rude for them. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be JJ Rocks in all of their series, wanting to play a little bit of spoiler, wanting to be as outrageous as they can, make sure all of our results are important right up until the end, because we've only got, what, like 2 or 3 spots locked in out of our 6, and that 4th spot is, I think, the most coveted when we look towards what the playoffs looks like for our format.
And I think it's we'll rather show you the thing rather as to talk about it. So let's take a look at how the standings are right now before the final 3 series for each team. That's going to shape up this standings much better. Yes, indeed, something like the team like JJ Rocks, as well as those sitting in the top, can play spoiler. So going from the top, 100% taking over Oxygen as the top team. Oxygen themselves and Jobless are now guaranteed to be in the playoffs. All 3 of them are guaranteed to go to the upper semifinals. Since it's a double elimination playoffs, that means they have an extra life. Luna Galaxy is not guaranteed just yet, and that is that coveted spot that you've mentioned. The 4th team also moves to the upper semifinals. 5th and 6th, that's right now, is Espanol and Resolve, are guaranteed to make it into the playoffs, but through the lower quarterfinals, which means that they only have 1 life. It's the bottom of this double elimination bracket, and everybody 7th and down, that's fake German Amigos, Saudade, and Endpoint, are unfortunately out of the tournament. And JJ Rocks, it is a shame, but by this point, indeed, they can only play spoiler to the other teams, spoil their day, put some sticks in the spokes, and they're not playing for anything right now but their own prestige. They're out of contention.
Yeah, we have got, though, you were mentioning Resolve, fake German Amigos, Saudade, and Endpoint. They are all on 6 and 9. It is incredibly close all the way through. So still fighting over that 6th spot, very up in the air. As I said as well, 100% Oxygen and Jobless, even though they've made it, they're still going to be fighting for that seeding as well. We've still got 3 series here left today. So it's going to be a very tight racing up until that final series. So very exciting. Should we do some early predictions of who we think our final 3 teams are? They're going to sneak in there. Am I going to derail the pre-show by asking that question?
Can I have a go? Can I dive in?
Well, I think all of us will have a go, but yeah.
Well, can I have a go first, please, boss?
You
I'm
can.
going to go Luna Galaxy X Complexity, just because they've seemed like the best of the rest so far for me. And I'll chuck in Saudade, because they're just my favorite team throughout. And I'll also chuck in a cheeky Endpoint. Endpoint seeing X to come back and boss it. So that's my 3.
Oh, you're banking on an Endpoint being good when there's pressure on
One
them.
of those days. Yeah, one of those days where they're just, painfully good. And the next day they'll be painfully bad again.
I'm going to go with Luna Galaxy X Complexity. I think you have to. Yeah, I think they have played a phenomenal game so far. They're currently in that 4th spot, so they are very close to getting in. I think a couple of wins would do them enough. I'm also going to go Resolve. I'd like to have the faith in Resolve.
Not also, I didn't. You're the only one who's got Resolve.
I thought you went Resolve, sorry. Oh, sorry,
no, I said Saudade, because I'm a fanboy.
Ah, my bad, yeah, that was it. Okay, I'm going to Luna Galaxy, Resolve, and... Espartaco. Espartaco. I'm going to go with them. Not Endpoint. But I just... When there's pressure, it makes diamonds, or it just crushes and breaks your soul.
It's just part of the org. Every representation of that org can't win on a day when they have to win.
I mean, genuinely, yeah, that kind of feels how it's going to go, but we'll see.
And honestly, Espartaco is incredibly brave big. The thing is, they have 3 series today, like everybody else.
Big series.
First series, JJ Rocks. Okay, should be perhaps an easy one. But the next 2, 100% and Oxygen. They're playing versus top 2 teams.
Oxygen with Snasky.
Oxygen with
have
Snasky.
confirmed that Snasky is playing today for Oxygen. So hopefully Archie will be back, because Archie was ill yesterday and presumably is ill again today. So get well soon, Archie. Good shout to take some time off if you need it. Very, very important in life, in all parts of life, competition or otherwise. But yeah, it is a downgrade for poor old Snasky compared to Archie. So it's a real chance there for, was it Espartaco you were saying, Jam?
Yes, this is going to be incredibly tough match. I think that's one of the hardest days for any of the teams currently trying to fight for those playoffs. But everybody else
they are also ahead. I would just mention they're also ahead by 1 series.
Their logo.
That is true.
They've currently got 7. Nice goal. They've currently got 7 wins over the 6 of the ones below them. Jam, what are your teams though? What are your 3, mate?
Okay. My teams are Luna Galaxy. I'm with you on that one.
Okay.
Yes, they're literally playing everybody below them for the playoffs, and I think they're gonna do really well. I'm gonna say Endpoint because I feel like they're gonna defeat Luna Galaxy. They've already done so once.
Wait. You just said though that Luna Galaxy they're gonna do pretty well because they've only got teams below them, and then you're immediately saying Endpoint might beat them though.
I'm going to say 10-8 for Luna Galaxy. Let me quickly say, see.
Oh, he's metering it.
Oh,
he's figuring out who's playing who. That's cheating. You can't do that for prediction.
No, that is smart thinking. That is preparation. That is.
But then
I'm playing 5 features.
Then you have Endpoint versus Jobless. That's a tough one. It's a very tough series.
It is.
And then they've got pretty much a gimme with JJ Rocks later on.
I'm expecting them to lose versus Jobless, but win versus JJ Rocks. So I'm expecting Endpoint to take 2 wins. I'm expecting Luna Galaxy to take 2 wins.
Okay.
And I need to pick the last one. Honestly, why not Saudade? While they're sitting in 8.
Same as Cole.
They're sitting in 8.
There you go. Wow. We are as one. We
but-
have fused during this time.
I love
Jar of
Saudade
Jam
from
and
the
the
very
Ginger
first time.
Genius.
I'm
Ginger Geniuses.
gonna write all of these teams down that we've all gone for. All right.
Okay,
so
me
we
too.
can remember at the end of the
Yes.
day.
Endpoint.
Wait, Jar of
And
Jam is
Pinot.
as well. Do you guys not trust each
No,
other? Do you
no,
think
I've
one of
got
you is going to
this.
fake it?
Jam, I've got this. You keep hosting.
No,
Go
I'm writing
away.
it for
It's
myself.
my
I'm
fault.
writing it for myself.
I'm
Okay,
putting it in the
Saudade.
Discord.
You're not even
Okay.
sharing Jar of Jam. You're writing it just for you. This is
Oh,
unbelievable.
just
You're
for
so
myself.
selfish. Do you know what? I'm
You're the
changing
kind of
Endpoint.
guy-
Haven't got a chance. They're
No.
rubbish. I'll change to JJ Rocks instead.
No, you're locked in. This is. Oh, yeah, you can do that if you want, actually. That'd be fun.
Oh my goodness. No, again, I'm literally writing just for myself to remember mine picks. So yeah, Luna Endpoint Saudade for me. We'll see how that ends up. We also saw the schedule for the day, and most important to mention is that we're starting with Endpoint CX versus Luna Galaxy X Complexity. CRR is playing with Luna Galaxy roster yet again, so it is the full-on LJ and the whole thing. And yeah, Battalion Arjo and Toxic with Andy the Mandy versus Tox Atomic CRR
Andrew.
and Xpera as the coach. Oh, sorry, I keep pronouncing Xpera, but I'm pretty sure it's pronounced something else. I think people have told me
I know
off.
it's expert. We've always been told expert.
I've always called him expert, even to his face. So maybe
To
we're
his
both wrong.
face. You got, oh, you're an expert, aren't you?
God, so aggressive.
You're an expert.
You're an expert.
Yeah, right. So yeah, this is our first match. Let's actually jump back just a little bit. A lot happened yesterday as well. First and foremost, Oxygen got knocked down. They have been sitting in that #1 spot since since the match 5. Round 5 has ended. They got that top spot. They never dropped down for it. And we had teams losing their position again. JJ Rocks unfortunately got eliminated yesterday. 2-13, not the best result. Minus 24 game differential means that, yes, they have been losing quite a lot and unfortunately won't be able to join us. But the fact that still, up until the last day, we have 4 teams sitting on the same result, separated only by the game differential, is absolutely wild. And the fact that it's still wide open, even for the upper bracket, for that 4th spot that Luna Galaxy is currently occupying, it is an absolute madness. So yesterday was full of the events, but I think it's only was sort of preparing us for the real deal that's going to be happening today, folks. We need to find 3 more teams to go to the playoffs. In that list of teams, almost seems unbelievable. What's going to be the biggest shock for today? We need definitely. There's going to be an upset. I do not even doubt it. There's going to be a big upset. What do you think it's going to be?
I've got a prediction for this one. I've
Is it a match or an overall upset you got?
It's an overall upset.
Okay.
It's the Endpoint make playoffs. That's
So
my
they make
upset, I
playoffs
think.
and everybody's sad?
Brutal, mate.
No. That's just
not,
the
that's
upset.
not an upset.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I
fair
think
enough,
that's
fair
an
enough.
upset. I think that's definitely.
No, I
think
was saying no. So I was saying to Jar of Jam that upset doesn't mean everyone's sad. It doesn't mean that
yeah.
everyone's like,
Everyone
I
doesn't
just
get
hate
upset.
Endpoint so much.
That's fair. The thing is, I've also we're currently in the lobby for our first game, and I asked Boyo Royo over on the Endpoint stream, I said, "What's up, King? Endpoint winning all 3 today?" And he said, "I hope we win anything today. Yesterday was depression." So
Depression.
I know right now the Endpoint stream isn't feeling too confident. And normally they've got, albeit misguided, confidence in droves. So maybe it might switch around, maybe it'll be a little bit different. But yeah, I think to me, a big upset is going to be Endpoint win. Let's say winning all 3, not just making playoffs. Winning all 3 would be an upset.
We've done the Endpoint thing, and you certainly get used to the depression. They're one of those teams that builds you up to knock you down. They're not just terrible throughout. They're always so close. They get to a game 5 against the Vitality, or back in the day, and then.
But we
lose,
did it in the
oh.
Seiko days as well. Bear in mind, we were doing it like at the peak, at the absolute peak of Endpoint. And it was still sad times very frequently.
Well, let's hope that Endpoint is listening to Andy the Mandy, their coach, wonderful coach that has been keeping them up. And yeah, there's I'm pretty sure a lot of preparation going into this day. But Endpoint, truth be told, has one of the toughest days. Not only they're currently 9th in the standings, and while they're tied with all the other teams, all up to the 6th spot, it's that game differential that's really betraying them. -11, meaning that not only they need to win, they also need to win preferably big. Otherwise, they won't be able to overcome that game differential if all the other teams are doing well. So extra, not a handicap, a complete opposite of that for Endpoint, all while Luna Galaxy might coast through it. It's going to be quite a day. We're going to be updating you throughout the day on what the situation is. The moment we know that somebody has qualified for the playoffs, even just 1 foot in, even like in the lower bracket, we'll let you know. The moment somebody gets eliminated, mathematically impossible for them to make it in the playoffs, you'll be the first one to know. I would also like to be you all folks to know that we're also tentatively planning on having fake German Amigos versus Saudade and Gritserve Resolve versus Saudade as our series number 2 and number 3. But things might change because some matches might be more important than the others. For example, if the teams 6 and 7 teams are playing versus one another, it is possible. It could be Gritserve Resolve and Saudade, for example. They're really close over there. It could be anybody because, again, literally, for Luna Galaxy, I've already mentioned, they're playing all of the teams below them for contention for the playoffs. Everybody else plays at least one team for that. Sorry, Spartaco is not playing anybody around them, but they're playing 100% on Oxygen. It's incredibly interconnected. There's a lot of math involved. If we had to pull up a graph, it would be that scene from the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia where Pepe is. Yes, it's crazy.
Other sitcoms are available, of course.
Sitcoms are available.
I'd like to know also what your guys' upsets are. If we've got a smidgen of time that we can go through, because I went with my Endpoint upset. What are you guys thinking?
Are there upsets? I mean, with the 100% smashing everyone, which is great at the moment. But if they were to lose a series, it's not an upset. Auction were smashing everyone, but they've got Snasky, so they'll probably go 0-3.
I'd argue they're playing JJ Rocks.
That is a real battle of the.
Do you think that JJ Rocks beat a Snasky anchor Oxygen?
I do want to watch. Yes, I think they do because I think they're a proper team, and Snasky bless him is not a proper team player. If Oxygen are looking to hire someone, I've been scoring some good goals recently.
You scored a couple of goals, yeah.
Twitter.com/Milcon93. So check those out, everyone. But yeah, no, I think that Oxygen go 0-3, bless him, unless Snasky has been on the packs over the last 24 hours and is ready to show what he's been learning.
Honestly, extrapolating from that, I think a big upset would be Oxygen losing all 3. And with a big enough result that they're actually drop to the 4th spot. They're guaranteed, absolutely mathematically guaranteed to be in the upper bracket of the playoffs. But the question is, where do you end up? Number
Tell you
first.
what, though,
yep.
Archie's ego. If he baps away for a couple of days and they go from top 1 to scraping by 4th, Archie comes back a week later. Wide Archie rolls in, going, "All right, guys, don't worry, I'll pick us up. It's okay, guys, I got this. Let me go for the flip resets now."
But that's what he wants. I think that is something that would do Oxygen a whole world of good. So yeah, I reckon that would be quite interesting to see how they do. And you know what? Yeah, I think that Oxygen going 0-3, I wouldn't say is an upset to me. But I would say that I wouldn't expect them to beat JJ Rocks, but I think that is a much more even series, despite the caliber of player we have on JJ Rocks.
I still think they get whapped, but we'll see.
Really? I just don't.
Yeah, I do.
You've got a lot of faith in Mark by 8 to hit the ball, haven't you?
Mate, Mark by 8's so good. He's a bull chaser. He's the OG bull chaser. Never did bulls
from
get
what
chased
year?
before him.
From what year?
2020?
Yeah,
That's
from
recent,
2020. Right? Thank you. But 4 years ago,
What?
almost half of the
I thought it
life
was
of
last
this
year,
game
right?
ago. Outrageous.
We're too old.
Oh, come on. We are old. Mark by 8 is still in a prime.
His prime, yeah. If he
You
was a
really
footballer, yeah.
didn't believe that, did you? Yeah, Jab. He's still in his prime.
No, I believe in JJ Rocks. I believe in Mark by 8. We're going to be following JJ Rocks' journey as well. But time to put our money where our mouths are and talk about Endpoint CX versus Luna Galaxy X Complexity. And most importantly, we need to pick a team to win. I've already said, I'm thinking in this matchup, Endpoint is going to win and Luna Galaxy is going to lose. Again, Endpoint have already won this series once before. It was a 3-2. But that is one of those wins that I predict for Endpoint and one of the losses that I predict for Luna Galaxy. Give me Endpoint for this one.
So I predicted Luna Galaxy earlier on because they're a better team, but then I also predicted Endpoint to turn everything around and qualify. Can those things happen? Can Endpoint qualify if they lose? Because if they can't, I better change my prediction to Endpoint.
Yes, if Endpoint get 2 wins, that then puts them... It's hard, don't get me wrong, but I think they could technically make it.
Or an 8 and 10.
They need a lot of other things going their way, because they're
Do you know
also
what?
-11 on their goal difference.
Do you know what? I'm changing my mind. Let's go Endpoint. I'm going Endpoint to win this one as well. Sorry, production. Probably very annoying. But now I think about it, I think that I have to follow my heart and go NDP.
Put mine up there. Mr. Producer Man. I went for LG here. LG Co. LG X Co. I think Endpoint, as I said, I'm not preying on their downfall. I love Endpoint. But I just don't think that Endpoint, when they've got pressure on them, do particularly well. So I know this might get clipped by the Endpoint account. I still love you. Please keep sending me your jerseys every single season. I really appreciate them. But yeah, I think it's just me LG code today.
Wow, do they not send you like some sort of a paper they need to sign that you need to be standing Endpoint every single time you receive a jersey?
Care. I just get a message off TomTom, off their social media guy, and they just get sent a jersey. It's great. Great time to be me. It's crumpled on the floor over there.
Wow. Okay, Endpoint. He clearly does not respect neither you nor your jersey. It's crumpled on the floor.
Jam, are you jumping in Stumpy's grave as we speak?
Yes,
this is
I am.
Unbelievable.
I literally
you are.
I've jumped
Honestly,
off
we are seeing behind the jar of jam curtain today. I think we've seen the real you. Go on then, let's see it, Stumpy. Let's see the team that you think are going to lose embarrassingly. You think they're going to get perfect sweat? You think they'll concede 5 goals on average each game against a team that's not even a proper team?
There we go, Stumpy on the back and everything. But today, guys, get rid. It is gone, LG Co.
You got it to get rid of it.
Yeah.
You and your jersey-based humour. You'll have a jersey gag.
I love a jersey-based humour.
You should join Jersey Shore with your love of jerseys.
Now that's a Southern North American reference.
Yeah,
but
that's very cool.
well, let's get this one. I've picked Endpoint to win. Endpoint, if you're watching, TomTom94, if you're watching, take the jersey as well. And also take this series #1. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the most important day for many of these teams today in the EU Shift Summer League. Let's start our first one. Endpoint CX versus Luna Galaxy X Complexity.
So, Stumpy, you hate Endpoint and think they're awful.
No!
Can you tell us why?
I think they're great. I really like them. Do you want me to keep saying that they just don't perform under pressure? Because I think, Cole...
Well, no, we're in the series universe now.
True.
The series universe is different from the desk universe. So you've said it on the desk, but now you can say it in the series, and it does count as a separate point.
Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, I think that they don't perform under pressure. Pressure makes diamonds, but pressure also can implode you when you're looking for the Titanic.
Yes. Very true indeed. Well, let's see which version of NDP we are going to see, but also Luna Galaxy X Complexity have been brilliant, haven't they? I think they've been better with CRR than they have been with a Chronic, and it almost breaks my heart to say that. Matane still hasn't changed his car, hasn't been told to. Don't know what the admins are up to. If it was me, I'd make him change.
Would you? You've not made that point yet.
Wow, because it's a new universe. It's a new entire show. You know, if desk to cast is a different universe, then certainly one day to the next is a different universe.
I only make every point once. That's it.
Ever.
Ever. I only ever say one thing once.
So you only ever say conveyor belt of shark's teeth once, do you, mate?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, never
Never
again.
said that more than once. Great.
Well, 40 seconds in, mate, and surprise to you, Endpoint aren't losing.
They have... Shut up. Why do you think they're going to win then? Why do you think they're going to win? Go on.
Andy the Mandy, obviously.
Andy the Mandrew, what's he got?
As if I care about RG, Retain, and Toxic. Like, I couldn't tell you a thing about them. But Andy the Mandy, an absolute fella.
Tell me
He is a
anything
blast.
about Andy the Mandy. Apart from that he's a lot of fun to hang out with, because I know that he is.
Well, that one. He's loud, he's confident.
No,
You know, he's
about
gonna be
his
the- he walks
coaching and
into a
why
park-
they're going to win the
Oh, I
series.
don't know, because I like him. What do you think I am? Some sort of analyst? No,
What, and you,
I
and you
like
don't
the
like
bloke.
you don't like Tox? You don't like Atomic? One of your favourite players, Atomic.
And Tox I also really like as well.
Yes,
he went up a
exactly.
tall building, even though he was sort of nervous to, and I was really proud of him.
Yeah, he was brilliant. He was great. And you think he's a little coward for even thinking that he didn't want to go up there. He's got a fear of height.
Yeah, exactly. Grow up, and he did. To be fair, he did. A minute and a half into this game, I just think Andy Mandy's got aura. That's what the kids are saying now, isn't it?
No,
Aura.
give me an actual reason as to why Endpoint are going to win. I said that they don't perform under pressure. That's my reason. What's your reason as to why they're going to
well,
win?
because they're quite good. They're good enough to beat the team. Like, what do you want me to say? What,
Actually, do your job,
Toxic's
man.
aerial ability is really... CRR can't deal with Toxic's flip resets. No, of course he can. All I'm saying is that I reckon on this day, Endpoint will have it.
But
They're a proper
why?
team. They're a proper team. That is why. Lunar Galaxy X Complexity.
Because they're a proper
they've brought-
team.
Yeah, but CRR, they've brought him in for 5 minutes. He can't play with them. Look at that. With any other team, he scored it. But with them, he can't get it on target.
Right. Well, look, chat. What do you reckon? Do you think Endpoint? Do you think that you've got LG Co? What's going on? What's going on with you guys? Because that is going to be the first decent chance, I think. Atomic going bottom corner, but RG saving it away quite nicely. Hey, I'm not really watching, am I? What do you mean? I've been arguing with you. Nice to be back.
Yeah, well, I've been arguing, watching you. Oh, like, Arju is the player's name. Anyway, he chases down Tox, does Arju. He's arguing. Matane up against Atomic now. Matane should change his car colour. But he is playing in front of the ball, which I always like. I love it when a player plays in front of the ball. It's like my favourite thing to see. It makes the game so much more exciting.
I like the name Lunexity. That's quite nice. And hopefully they won't be Lunexiting the tournament.
Nice.
Should be good.
You're a bit of a loon, aren't you, mate? Absolute loon. Tell you who is a
Totally
loon. Andy the Mandy. Absolute loon, mate. He walks into the party and stuff's
he's
going to go
great.
down.
He's wonderful. Don't get like I'm not saying that he's not wonderful.
I
but
like him.
I like him. Why is that? Why is that not like I don't? We had a great time. I do remember when we were playing catch in the pool with him.
Yeah, yeah.
He's rubbish at catch. That's
Yeah,
one
can't
thing that we
catch a
can
ball.
say about Andy the Mandy. He is rubbish at catch.
I like the boy. Can't catch a ball, though. To be fair,
He
everyone was
cannot catch a
launching
ball.
at him as soon as they found out that he was the weak link.
We were playing keep the ball up, and Andy could not keep the ball up, and it was the
we were
only
doing
point of the
volleyball,
game.
weren't we?
Yeah.
That's
There's
good.
like what 10 of us?
Yeah, quite a lot.
Matane was there as well, I think.
He was. We got the I think Arju was too. We got the Frenchies involved as well. Do you remember they were in
Yeah,
like
we
their
did.
part of the pool?
Oh, it's like Monkey Moon and stuff.
Yeah, Seiko was there back in the Seiko
Yeah.
VDS days. And we were like, Seiko, catch or whatever. And he
Come
did.
get involved. Yeah, they got
'cause they
involved a
sort
little
of,
bit.
understandably, because they're speaking French, get themselves a little bit. Anyway, 50 seconds left. Great game one. Very exciting. There's
Great
been
game one.
how many shots have we had?
What do you think Andy's saying?
Six shots in the first 4 minutes
Wow,
of gameplay.
quite a lot. 5 of them go in the way of Lunexity as well. This is final 30. That is going to be all important potentially. What?
No need to say that word.
Yeah, but I did, and you can't stop me.
Yeah, that's true. CRR is up. Oh, what a fake!
Oh!
Matei just watches it like a genius. CRR now tries to get himself around the ball. Past Atomic, just got no synergy, these guys. You can really tell he's the new man, and that's why Endpoint will win.
Nice. I'll take that bit of analysis from you. All right, Matane, nice little block. Tox has to do a turnaround to try and clear it away. He has quite a heavy touch, but can then grab that mid boost. Goes up high in the corner. RG can wait, slow it down. Flick
Oof.
central. Tox is there. Atomic touches it back. Tox removes one man. Keeps it up for CRR, who's a little bit mispositioned. And Atomic will be dropping it. Overtime, game one of the day.
Now we are on to 6 shots for Lunar Galaxy X Complexity, and I do just feel that Endpoint's defense is stronger than LXGCO's offense, and that's another reason why I think Endpoint will win.
Okay, well, thank you for giving me reasons. I appreciate rather than just saying that Andy the Mandy's fun to be near.
That's a reason.
It's not a reason.
Oh, who's
that?
that?
Was a
Oh,
lovely demo. Great demo from CRR.
Terrible
Gets rid of
demo.
Toxic. Should we be biased in this one if we're doing these like predictions?
I'm like Endpoint.
Yeah.
Well, do I
reckon
get to be
so.
Daz?
You wish.
I do. I really, really wish.
Yeah, I know you do.
He's handsome. He's talented. He's cool.
He's cool.
You can be
Who
based.
would you rather hang out with? Andy
you or
the
Daz?
Mandy or Daz?
Who would I rather hang out with? Like, but what's the context? Like,
You're at a Rocket League event. And
a Rocket League event.
Yeah, a Rocket
Well,
League
to be
event.
fair, Andy the Mandy wouldn't
hang
shut
on.
up, so Daz.
And he wouldn't. And they're both asked you at the same time. CRR scored, by the way. Wait, hang on. Let me do the thing for the B-roll. 1 minute into the overtime, Tox, a lovely fake onto the reset. CRR up right below the crossbar. Not a single defender nearby. Endpoint. They suffer a loss in game number 1 and give Lunar Galaxy X Complexity a way through.
Bit long.
All right, then we go.
No wordplay.
Oh, all right. Yeah, no worries, JSK. That's a bit of the B-roll. So yeah, back to what we were saying. You're wanting to hang out, and you both received. You've got a DM from them at the exact same time, and both said, "Hey, Cole, it was really fun hanging out with you." And also, I heard what you said about me on the Shift Summer League stream. Which one? Do you want to just come and hang out and watch some Rocket League with me? Is it a major?
Honestly, like I say, I love Andy the Mandy. Couldn't spend a day with him. Tell me I'm wrong, because seriously, like, you'd be there trying to watch it, and he'd be like,
He would
Cole,
keep talking.
Cole, hey Cole, look at this on my foot. Do you know what I mean? Like, shut his like, I just want to see
And
the
he'd
finals.
be throwing M&Ms and be like, oh, and he'd like miss a load of
Other
them.
sweets
And you're
are
like, Andy,
available.
yeah, that's true, yeah. And Andy, like, you need to be better at that if you're going to be throwing it in the air to catch
The funny
it.
thing is, that's while he's coaching. It's Endpoint up there. I'm like, Andy, shouldn't you be watching this? He's like, Cole, look. Like a seal, a trained seal, throwing up chocolates and trying to catch him and missing most of the time and still sort of talking to me about them. But I'm literally just trying to watch Endpoint. They're against Lunar Galaxy X Complexity. Their defense is too good for LXGCO's offense.
Andy just keeps shouting stuff towards the stage.
But I'm a train, you're rubbish, mate.
Remember what we spoke about in training, boys? As he throws another sweet in the air to try and catch it.
Yeah, he's like saying, oh, Toxic, take your headset off, mate, so you can hear me. What's like, what are you playing? I've just conceded a flip reset. Sorry, do some B-roll.
CRR, what a send from Atomic as well. And again, CRR completely unmarked. The power from securing the reset straight onto the ceiling, back down, uses it. You said CRR was not fitting in on this team, and I hope you feel like a silly sausage right now.
I do, mate. I also feel like a silly sausage for changing my prediction. Probably should have stuck with the old better team, really, shouldn't I? But I thought, it was an Endpoint magic kind of day. It still could be, but CRR is beginning to boss it. The Spaniard, the brilliant Spaniard. He's so good at Rocket League. Like, honestly, he was like some...
You said he was rubbish. You're such a plastic fan of CRR. I've been there since day one.
I'm not a plastic oat.
You're a plastic oat.
No.
You are a plastic oat. You're the most plastic oat of all time.
Being a plastic oat of all time.
You're a plastic oat of all time.
One in chat if you get the reference of plastic oat. I do like that one.
I remember seeing that tweeted from person to person, and thinking, what on earth does this mean?
Because it also didn't make any sense, because it wasn't true. It just wasn't true. Of all the people to accuse of being a plastic oat about all the regions, that is not the one.
Very true, very true. Chat now, first person to say who said it and to who gets a Stumpy Goblin point.
Gerben doesn't count, it's got to be specific.
Yeah. Gotta be specific.
Well, let's see if Endpoint can.
No, I knew you were going to segue.
I couldn't though. I searched for it. There's normally a segue to be had. I couldn't think of anything. Like, let's see if they can specifically attack. It doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? I had nothing there.
Okay. The old Cole would have done, but that's right. Old Cole would have forced something.
All right, okay. Well, Endpoint have some space and they're looking terrific. How about that?
No, that was like an M&M level, Ryan. That was awful.
Oh, thanks.
Minute 40 gone. CRR now back corner again, pinching it down towards Atomic. Anybody middle for him is clearly going for the pass. Matane actually came in to try and block Tox so they can charge down too. He's just past the halfway line, but with no boost, he's going to be shut down by Tox yet again.
Still, there's been bluntness to Endpoint's approach so far, I would say. In 2 games now, they need something. They are staring down the... I mean, like,
there it
this does have perfect sweep energy. LXG just do not look worried at all when Endpoint come forwards.
Yeah, I think when you've got Endpoint who are starting to chuck themselves at pretty much every single ball, you can pretty reliably get a save, get a clear, get a goal. And that's clearly what's happened in that one as well. A nice little shutdown. And we're nearly halfway through the game, and the highest scoring player on Endpoint is Toxic with 104 points. The other 2 haven't even broken 70.
Well, Toxic is Team 104, is he?
He is, yeah.
Well, we haven't even touched on Toxic, mate. Who are we?
We've not. Who are
and
we?
then why haven't we got Sandy Toxic to come in and cast this?
She was on the card. We've got her in the Discord, but she just didn't fancy it today.
She would be a great sort of trio with Toxic and Sandy Toxic.
Why?
What would they talk about?
That to me feels like, you know, the old adage of what would a lion talk about to a sheep?
Yeah.
Because it's like what is the common ground? What do you even discuss?
Sport?
What would Sandy Toxic talk about to Toxin and Toxic?
Toxic. I think she'd be interested in the world of
Good fun.
esports and or Rocket League.
Maybe. Well, she's a woman after knowledge. That's the thing. She's got a thirst for knowledge.
She does?
Very intelligent woman. Oh, what a pinch. Toxic is going to be able to nearly just sneak back for that one. And it actually throws off Atomic enough where he can't then get convincing shot. CRR's up, but with a lot of traffic in the skies, the ATC has to call only one man in to touch it.
His name's Toxic, not Traffic, but nice try. Tox sends it high. CRR's underneath this
Why
one.
don't
They
they
have to be a
talk in
little bit
traffic?
careful here. Pardon?
So it's Toxic and Sandy Toxic talking in traffic.
And
That bit convoluted.
No, it's fine. It's good. Eminem level, mate. Eminem level. Other rappers are available.
Oh, well. Eminem level.
CRR.
CRR, again, the man who Cole said did not fit in on this team, gets passed to by Tox, and immediately wrapping his car around it. Tox with more than enough boost. Schlamzer top bins. 3-0. Still a perfect sweep for LG Co.
My man is fitting now. This is all I've wanted from LXG. I don't know why Achronic played for like 1 and then stopped again. I don't know what's up with that. But...
CRR's probably busy doing Summit.
But you reckon CRR's the one who chooses? You reckon it's not, hey, Achronic, our actual teammate, do you want to play? No, thank you today. Okay, well then get in CRR.
Oh, wait. So you think actually instead it was Achronic who was busy for 5 out of 6 days?
Maybe Tuesday and Wednesday are big days for him. Maybe he goes bowling.
Maybe he's got lots of birthdays at the moment with like friends and family.
Oh, I thought you meant for himself. I was like, was that a thing in Portugal?
Like the Queen. Yeah, every Portuguese person has 6 birthdays.
No way. If you're Portuguese and have 6 birthdays, can you confirm?
Yeah. I think you're going to find a lot of confirmations.
Really? That is exciting. 3-0. This series not really started yet. You know, it's just I am disappointed by Endpoint. In all seriousness, like I expected a bit of fire. Do you know what I mean?
So
like,
well.
These sort of cuspy, bubbly teams normally have some firepower. They have some fun, and it's not really been a fun performance from Endpoint. Oh mate, you'll never guess who's confirming. Who after all this happens to be Portuguese and have 6 birthdays.
Go on.
It's only Mudflaps.
Oh, Mudflaps! Good on Mudflaps. What's up, brother?
Mudflaps is back. Yeah, Mudflaps is back on today his 4th birthday of the year.
Hey, well done, Mudflaps. I hope you're doing well, pal. Name changes are still free. Under 10 seconds left, Cole. Endpoint need a huge turnaround here because it has been it's been, I'm going to say embarrassing so far. Not a single goal against a team where it should be pretty close. They normally hang out in similar circles placement-wise, but yeah, not the one today, clearly.
No, not at all. Endpoint. What's going on, lads? What is going on? We're juggling Eminem quotes. Andy the Mandy is juggling M&Ms. There's branding everywhere. But right now, it's Endpoint being branded like cattle. Absolutely owned by Lunar Galaxy X Complexity.
How much would it cost for me to get my name, what we get, Stumpy, branded on you?
Not even tattooed, branded.
Branded, yeah. But I do it properly. I just do like a tss, and then done. That's it. So I've seen some people get branded, and like it's just they do it for too long. Even when they do it to cows, it's like literally tss, done.
Really?
And that's cow. They're made of leather and meat.
So are we, if we get old enough.
You are.
Got my sun cream.
But yeah, how much? Where your sun cream, everybody?
$100.
$100?
Yeah,
Deal. Yeah, deal.
Yes.
That's content.
I can afford food this month.
Do you think Blast will let us do that at the
We could. Oh, where else?
Texas.
Exactly.
It's Texas. Okay.
Brand me. That doesn't last forever, does it? The brand?
No. Our brand won't.
Oh, mate, why do you say these things?
What?
We had a TV show, man. We had it all. Game 3. Endpoint don't have it all right now. Well, they have it all to do is what they have it all of. It to do. Imagine having all of one thing, and what you have it all of is it to do.
Amazing. Apparently, also, I didn't know this. You need to help me out with the person. Luna Galaxy is owned by Diego Jota, the Liverpool player.
Oh, really?
Apparently.
He's a quite short striker.
Okay, is he good?
Yeah. Sort of skillful, quick, nippy. But he's sort of.
That's the one!
Let's go! Let's done everything! Oh my god!
That's the one, baby. That is the one. That's all they need in it, aren't you? Sneaking in that bottom corner. Yeah, that was a well-composed finish as well. Tox and CRR, I think, basically carving out a little square
race thing. Look at that. How cool is that?
Well, that's fun. Okay, so have we got any updates in there? No, not just yet. The round is not yet over.
Losing.
Yeah, I guess so.
But winning this game, they had it all to do. Now they have slightly less to do. They still have to do it well. You like Leicester, don't you?
No! Toxic.
Oh.
No. Oh my gosh, Tox scores it. But Tox, I've got the ick with that back pass.
Sandy Toxvig in shambles. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is in shambles.
Oh no.
Yep.
And
you know what shoes they're wearing?
They also get on. Go on.
And you know what shoes they're wearing? Reeboks.
Oh
They're in
no.
shambles.
And they've also got their favourite Spider-Man villain, Doc Ock. He's there.
Doc Ox. Yeah, true. Sadly, it might be why Archie can't play. Chicken pox.
Oh, what a nightmare. And also, they've got a brand new pair of Martins on, Docs.
Here's CRR.
We can take this back to the Coldplay chat with Viva La Vida and talk about clocks.
We could. We didn't think of clocks.
We didn't. I have no idea why that came into my mind.
Yeah,
I'm happy that it did.
Yeah.
Happy that it did.
One of the OG orgs, the it that mocks.
Coldplay.
Oh, Coldplay's not an org.
Yeah. Mate.
No
Endpoint.
way, sorry. No way is someone called iClops, whose name rhymes, physically cringing.
And this,
Come
your name
on,
is
iClops.
iClops. You're my brother in this situation.
Yeah, exactly. You should be with us.
Speaking.
You should be with us, and you know who the manager is for this team?
Okay, look, Rich coming from someone called iClops.
You know who the manager is for this team? Clops.
I bleed red, mate. Oh my god, tell you what. Matane, he is making LG Co bleed. This game, 3-1 so far. Is this the turnaround? Is this the turnaround that you wanted, Cool Cole?
Mate, I think you're making a Mitane out of a molehill.
That's really good. I can tell you're proud of that as well. You've not spoken again. But that was
yeah,
good.
no, yeah, you got to sort of shut up after saying a good one. But yeah, 3-1. This is the start of the big comeback, as you were saying. Here's Matane as well. Oh, good touch. Tox read it. Good little tippy tap.
That was nice.
Something there in the corner. And then that somehow pinched upwards.
If we
I mean,
ever...
are we... Yeah, go on.
No, sorry, I was going to say, if we ever cast a LAN that Matane is playing at again, I am stealing Matane out of a
No, don't
molehill.
steal it.
I will steal that. And you're,
Why would you steal it?
No, because now I'm in your head and you're going to burn it early. And that'll annoy you more as well.
Well, and then no one can have it.
Yeah, because you'll make it rubbish.
Mate, I'll say it in before he scores. So there's Matane making a Matane molehill.
Oh, I'm like, what? It's like the entire arena is, what? What do you mean?
You can hardly hear what the specifics are said when you're at an arena, but they'll hear that. Oh, it's 3-2. Oh, it's not 3-2.
Not at this level, it's not.
What a turnaround that could be.
Oh, CRR, the man who doesn't belong. Lovely little psycho, sending it back round.
I think he might belong, mate.
Matane, 1, 2 to Toxic! Oh, trying to make up for that one goal that he owned goal.
Atomic booms it long. Toxic's underneath, going to try not to score another own goal. Because that would be bad. Forces a little flip reset like that. Good stuff. Look at Tox, just sort of zooming around that ball, getting himself in all sorts of trouble, getting himself tangled up.
God, you should like Tox because he's that's lovely. That's a great pass. I was like, he's a ball chaser. I know you like your ball chaser players. And he stayed on that the entire journey as well. Atomic then receives to CRR with no boost, by the way, and the perfect placement. Dinosaur roars out of the net, and LGco roar to just a 1-goal deficito.
Do you back Endpoint in the next minute and 44 seconds?
Do you need to ask that?
Yeah, I want to hear you say it.
No, I don't back Endpoint in the last 1 minute and 38 seconds.
Yeah, nor me, to be honest. I can see this going LG's way.
Chat, do you back him? What do you reckon? Do you reckon the Endpoint win this one?
Oh, look at that. I love that.
Go on, roll it over the shoulder.
CRR. He's no ball chaser, is he, CRR?
Boy, that's still very awkward. Toxic, what? Someone needs to turn! Oh, they didn't.
Someone needs to what?
Turn!
Oh, turn.
Turn.
I've got like a bit of a lingering cough. It's really annoying.
Lingering cough for about 4 months, haven't you?
No. About 3 days.
You have.
It went, came back. That means it's all right?
Oh,
Toxic!
Whoa, that should have really been a goal, but just a little bit too much beans on it.
There's still time,
mate. In the corner, central, Atomic backboard, gets it round 1, but that's a bit of ish from Toxic to clear it away.
Oh,
Atomic now on it, opposite corner. Thank you very much, says Atomic.
Oh, it's not a doink, it's a big fat redirect. I thought he'd little skim over his car, but instead he actually forced some angle. That is impossibly spicy. The perfect number of beans.
That was the perfect number of beans. What would you say is the perfect number of beans to put on a Dorito?
About 4.
4, interesting. Very
I think
low.
any more than that and they're falling off. It's a nightmare. It's also too squishy. I don't want to squishify your Dorito too much. 3-3, 35 seconds left. Endpoint have not managed to hold on to their lead as predicted, but they might get it back. It's shot. Saved by Atomic.
Atomic now left-hand side, up and over 1. Tok's going to be in there to try and get it central. Instead removes Arju from the pitch. Scrapyard time for him. TRR, a reception on the side. Matane actually comes back down. Maybe just a little bit too much, puts his teammate out of position there. And the pressure very clearly building for LGco.
Atomic might be able to win it here, though. He tries to get a dunk. Tox following up. And that might be the dagger, as they say.
We saw this coming.
We saw it coming.
1 minute and 30 seconds when we were talking about it. And we said we don't back him to win it. Oh, my word. There's 9 seconds left, though, Cole. There's 9 seconds left. Do they get Summit back?
No.
All right.
Absolutely not. No,
Beans on your face.
Oh, good save, Matane.
Beans on your face.
Out. Oh. Atomic keeps it up for some reason. Interesting. Matane, Arju have no boost. Ah, that's a lovely little bit
That's
of
outrageous.
pinball. And there's the win. Luna Galaxy X Complexity. Another failed cold prediction, unfortunately. But
That's
LXG surely must be close to confirming themselves now in that top 6.
Yeah, they have a little Ginda. So... oh, no, never mind. Okay, well, look, it's going to be a very tough road now for Endpoint. Getting that loss now means that they 100% have to win their Jobless series and also their JJ Rock series. Playing like that, I think JJ Rocks can lock in their 3rd win today.
Yeah, for sure. It's not going to be easy for Endpoint, even though they are against JJ Rocks, a team that continuously lose. LG X CO having a bit too much there. That redirect was the real difference there in that series. And then losing it before the overtime was over, or before the overtime even came along. I didn't quite expect that one. I thought they'd at least make the OT. But however, Endpoint have somehow conspired to bottle it. And if you were to put a berry-based toast spread, you wouldn't put it in a bottle, you'd get a jar of jam.
And with that segue, yes, Stumpy, it's a reasonable reaction. It's okay. It's okay. Just take a moment.
I'm really trying here. I'm really
There was something
trying.
There was something that we'll workshop it. There was something
I'd like
there.
jar of jam to
Bottling,
keep
jarring.
A jar of jam can keep talking.
No, I'm with you. We'll have a conversation about it.
We should. I want to go to HR about that one.
Oh God! But Stumpy, I think right now you're basically you're doing a little pantomime of how Endpoint fans are feeling right now.
Honestly, I've also got something on my eye, I think, which is very fun, and also fair play to the thing that snuck in there. I am not very impressed with what Endpoint put forward. To be completely honest, they were. They didn't score a single goal until game 3. They then had a 3-1 lead until, like, what was it, a minute and 10 or something like that. And then they conceded 3 goals in regulation.
Bottled it.
They bottled it.
There you go.
Big old
Exactly.
bottle. More squash, by the way.
That's what
Also,
I'm
you guys got me worried about the number of calories that are in squash yesterday. Because Cole, you were saying how much squash I've been drinking.
I wasn't squash shaming you.
You were squash shaming me.
I wasn't saying you're too fat for squash.
And I've googled it, and actually I got the no added sugar one, and so it's like 6 to 10 calories per like pint that I'm having, and I have like
God,
4 pints a day, so I'm fine.
I feel terrible now. I wasn't trying to say, oh my goodness,
No, it's
move on.
okay.
No, I feel bad now. I wasn't
That's all right.
I
That's
wasn't
fine. I'm
fat
just trying to get.
shaming you
I'm
for
trying to get
drinking
in better
squash.
shape. But it's whatever.
Gents, quickly back on this one. First of all, this transition from
All right,
Tox,
boss.
from the wall to the ball to pretty much scoring the goal. If Atomic wouldn't be stealing it, perfect. Absolutely perfect for that goal. Also, the fact that Sierra closed the game number 1 in overtime, then immediately scored 6 seconds in the next game. Yep, that's pretty much it. And right here, the goal. Watch as Sierra absolutely breaks the ankle of Arju. That's his hat trick.
I am looking forward to seeing 2 goals here. I'm looking forward to seeing the Atomic goal where he got a perfect redirect by flipping around very awkwardly. And also, this bad boy right here. Send that one home, Toxic. That is ugly.
Has somebody been tracking these own goals that we've seen? Because we've had about, even over the last 2 days, we've had about 5 stunners.
Yeah, that's 5.
I don't know if there's as many in North America. I'm very curious. If anyone's been watching the North American Shift Summer League as well, I want to know if it's as own goalie, but we are getting all sorts.
I think we're just waiting for this goal. So here it comes. Everybody, bait your breath. There he is, by the way. He plays the original one.
Yeah.
And he gets set up by
But look at how he
and-
jumps. It's like the other way. It's like an inverted flip. So well played. But yeah, it's all the final 10 seconds. And then they concede. You kind of feel it as soon as then you got Matane sitting completely stationary on the goal line. Archie challenging from the side, but it just drops in front of the net.
It was coming.
It felt like, it was just coming. Jam, be honest. Did you believe that Endpoint were going to win that individual game when me and Cole were calling on people to say if they believed?
Yes. I put it in the chat as well. This is what I was believing. This was I was expecting. Yes, I felt like Endpoint was going to take it at last. They would take the long road. But the problem is, you need to. I mean, it's hard to defend versus what Atomic has put right there. But you need to take your lead and protect it. And despite finally scoring 10 plus minutes in, it's a bit too late. And not enough for Endpoint. That sets them in the opposite of a good stat. I think their situation gets just a little bit dire. We are still not calling it that they are out of playoff contention, but this victory was really needed because their next opponent is Jobless, and Jobless usually does not take any prisoners.
No, Jobless have been fantastic throughout all this. I just want to shout out the person in chat who said Tox Stocks with a little up sign. That's a good one. I didn't think of that one. Yeah, that's a nice one. Jobless have been great. I presume that they've done a win again, Jobless, elsewhere.
It's in process. They're losing right now. They are trailing 1-2 in series versus fake German Amigos. I'm going to bring an update for everybody.
Oh, I was going to say it's 2-0 currently in game number 4 to Jobless. It's a minute and a half in. So go and look. It's on twitch.tv/Lawler, LAWLER, covering all of the Jobless games I think he's doing.
That's him. We're still waiting for some updates to come from the other matches. One match that has concluded is Oxygen versus Resolve, 3-1 in favor of Oxygen. And if folks in the Twitch chat are to be believed, Snasky was the MVP. Come again?
Wait, sorry. Say what you just said again. Oxygen.
Oxygen 3, Resolve 1. Did I say it the other way around?
Wait, Oxygen 3. So Oxygen with Snasky beat Resolve.
Apparently, Snasky was the MVP. Really was kicking it in that series.
Let me have a look at the stats.
I don't want to call out base Liquipedia, but they've got Oxygen ticks for all 4 games. So Oxygen actually won it 4-0. They won this best of 5 4-0, which is very impressive according to Liquipedia. They got it wrong.
Silly.
Yeah, exactly. Nice volunteering.
Yeah.
I'm currently looking on shiftrle.gg for the stats, the primary place to go and get stats for all of your Rocket League needs. And Snasky, you know what? Fair play. He got the most goals per game, and that was about it that he led. But that's not bad.
Not bad at all.
He got a 0.88 rating. It's decent.
1.88.
No, 0.88.
Oh my
but
goodness!
But that's
I was
middle.
so
That's
excited.
second. That's second. We take those.
Huh? A snaster class, says Hootie Hoo. Very good, very good.
I love that.
You'd say snaster class.
Snaster class. Yeah, it works better than the American accent, doesn't it?
Snaster class.
Much better.
Also, while Hootie is here and is listening to it, Hootie, how are the things in North America? We're gonna bring the
Oh
the
yeah,
update
have there
back.
been many own goals? Because we've seen hundreds of own goals here in Europe, Hootie, and we're curious, and there's been plenty in North America. I hope so. I really hope so, because you guys are missing out if not.
And of course, is the North American was as crazy yesterday as it was in the EU, and is it going to be as jam-packed today with all of these matches, team tied? Hootie, we want to hear from you. We're going to bring in an update from Hootie, the host of the North American Shift Summer League, of course, together with Spaceman and Corelli. They are the casters. But yeah, wow. Let's see if there's any updates, because yes, we had, again, I mentioned one series, Oxygen versus Resolve, 3-1. Luna Galaxy has just finished 3-0 versus Endpoint that we have seen on our screens. And we're still waiting for the other ones. Fake German Amigos and Jobless, that series, as the update was, Jobless were winning in game number 3, but trailing in the series 1-2. Espartaco is currently losing to JJ Rocks. That series is also currently 1 to Espartaco.
They're
to
currently
JJ Rocks.
drawn. So that's now 2-all in that series, a minute and a half in. And Dignitas are streaming that bad boy. They're obviously following Espartaco because of Stizzy being on that team. It's
that
just
makes
back in
sense.
Europe at
Fair
the
enough,
Mo. And then on...
I'm currently looking. It's game 4, Saudade versus 100%, and it's currently
Nice.
2-1 in favor 100%. So
They're
it's
so actually good. The consistency that 100% are showing is incredible.
So good.
Often when you have these teams who are sort of vying to make it into the RLCS or to get to that level, they'll have days. They'll even have days where they qualify for an RLCS and they might beat a big team. You know, I'm thinking of SAR, etc. Right? And then they get into the RLCS and they go 0-3, and it's like, oh. But very rarely, when teams are on the up, do they consistently beat the teams around them every single week. And that is what 100% have been doing. Did you say it's 9 or 8 series in a row that they've won now? That is like unprecedented. I did not think we'd see anyone win 8 series in a row. And it's 100%. So Crispy, Luis P, and Acro, all 3 players that clearly have a huge amount of hunger and are using the Shift Summer League to its maximum. And I adore them for that. Very impressive.
Right, well, that's why Crispy was the MVP of the week number 2. That's why every single time we see them in the stat standings, the rest of the 100 players are on top there. Their numbers speak for themselves. And over here, we're clearly seeing what's going on. But that's 100%. The team that's currently sitting on the top, or will be sitting on the top of the standings, because that series is not over just yet, I believe.
They're also
but we do
using
have
Cybertrucks.
Yes. Oh boy. Let's segue from that and bring us Atomic, the winner, of course, of the series that has just concluded. Atomic of Luna Galaxy X Complexity. Welcome to the show, Atomic, and congratulations on your victory.
Thank you.
Sorry, we just got a little bit carried away with 100%. Yes, they potentially are your opponents in the playoffs. You're currently sitting 4th. 100% are sitting in the first place, and first and fourth place are playing in the playoffs. So maybe the first question immediately is, how do you feel about playing 100% first thing come playoffs?
Well, I mean, I think for us, it should be like a better playstyle, like in terms of a matchup, because in this tournament we played with Sierra 2 times and with a Chronic once. And the thing is that whenever we played with Sierra against 100%, we played really good. Like, we could have beaten 3 of them, but I don't know what happened in the other 2 games. But the thing is that I really like the matchup if we face 100% at the end, because as of right now, I don't really know how the league gonna end. But I'm confident in that matchup. We are gonna work to get obviously the top 4. It's not. I don't think it's confirmed already. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I like the matchup.
We're not sure yet, and we're still also just waiting for the results to come in. Every single match that ends, we're just expecting everything to change in the standings, and so we are very just looking for any sort of information as who's where. But yeah, let's say it's 100%. Of course, you have won once versus them and lost once versus them. You have mentioned Chronic and CRR. Maybe for everybody in the Twitch chat, just to put an end to any sort of rumors and everything, would you quickly run us through that situation about two players, or like two different players playing for the team, and the Luna Galaxy becoming Complexity, then becoming just Luna Galaxy, then becoming Luna Galaxy Complexity again?
Well, basically, at the beginning, we were going to play with Chronic, but there happened like some issues with him, and we talked to CRR because he was able to play the tournament. So we played the first 2 weeks with him. We saw that CRR didn't have a lot of time or to play, so we asked Chronic to came back to play the second week. But I think at the end of the day, like, we started the tournament with CRR and we played really good. So we decided to keep playing with him, and we're gonna continue to play with CRR until the end of the tournament.
Alrighty, folks, there you have it. The Complexity part of Luna Galaxy as Complexity is going to be with the team until the end. And of course, coming into the playoffs, those are happening next week. Make sure to mark your calendars for Tuesday and Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central European Summer Time. Over here, though, coming back to Luna Galaxy, again, this win sets you in really good stead. I don't have the numbers myself, but I always felt like one win, and that pretty much sets you in an incredibly good position to make it to the top. I don't want to call it just yet, but it's like 75% that you are in the playoffs at the very least. Next match is versus Gritserve Resolve. How do you consider your chances in that series?
Well, I think we're all really confident. I think if we start the series as we started against Endpoint, I think we should be fine. But obviously, Resolve are a really good team. They show that in the LCS, making top 4s and top 8s. But obviously, I mean, as of right now, I think we are having a way better momentum, and I think we should take the win here.
All right, and I presume the mood in the Luna Galaxy camp is upbeat, jokes in the comms. You're just focused, and you are on the roll. Long may it continue. Atomic, thank you very much for joining us. It has been a very inspiring win. Also, that goal that you've scored, upside down cherry pick, my God, everybody was salivating on the desk. If you want to watch that again, you just see that all of us are going to go, wow, what on earth was that? Beautiful goal. I wouldn't be surprised if in contention for some of the top goals of the whole thing. But congratulations once again, and best of luck with the remaining series.
Thank you so much for the interview, and have a good one.
Thank you very much, Atomic. We are going to be going on a short break. There's a couple of series that we still need to finish up when we come back. EU Shift Summer League continues right here on twitch.tv/ShiftRLE.
Lost hope, changing tides. Try to remember spaces open wide and nothing but embers, yeah. So perfect days falling from the height, still clutching on your hands tight. Now I'm alone with the warning signs. Just feel it slipping under so quiet. Hold your breath, it's a deep dive. Stood at the edges, we're so tight, rust in our eyes. Just feel it slipping under so quiet. Hold your breath, it's a deep dive. Stood at the edges, we're so tight, rust in our eyes. Can't stay so high. lost hope in the fire. Try to remember faces, bullets fly, still nothing but embers, yeah. So burn for days, falling from a height, still clutching on, yeah, hands tied. Now I'm alone with the warning signs. Just feel it slipping on the so quiet. Hold your breath, it's a deep dive. Stood at the edges, we're so tight, lost in our eyes. Can't stay so high. Stood at the edges, we're so tight, lost in our eyes. Can't stay so high. Just feel it slipping in the so quiet. Hold your breath, it's a deep dive. Stood at the edges, we're so tight, lost in our eyes. Can't stay so high.
It's hard to feel myself, but you miles away. I've been wondering why you cannot stay. Till the sky's blue when they're always gray. Trying to sweep myself, but I can't find a way. Diva, I need you. Where did you go? I feel you. Diva, I need you. Where did you go? Where did you go? It's hard to feel myself with you miles away. I've been wondering why you cannot stay. Till my sky's blue when they're always gray. Trying to see myself, but I can't find a way. It's hard to feel myself with you miles away. I've been wondering why you cannot stay. Till my sky's blue when they're always gray. Trying to see myself, but I can't find a way. Diva, I need you. Where did you go? I feel you. Diva, I need you. Where did you go? Where did you go? And what you did to me made me double take it right on my teeth. Had me burning in the third degree. Made me rip off the heart on my sleeve.
I don't know if I can stand another night with you near my side. I can feel us tearing apart from the way you fucked my mind. I can breathe my sanity. You're my enemy.
passing me by. 40 years and 7, that's a true crime. When it is up the top of the house in real time. Follow me into water where we will find love.
Folks, welcome back. We're still having an absolute blast over here at Shift Summer League. It is the EU edition, and that's why we brought 3 EU faces together with a whole bunch of EU teams. Round number 1 of this final day of league play has ended, and I'm not sure. I do not believe there are any surprises, really. We had Jobless defeat Fake German Amigos in 5. We had Espartaco defeat JJ Rocks in 5 as well. 100% 3-1s, Saudade. We have just seen Luna Galaxy sweep their opposition in Endpoint. And finally, Oxygen, 3-1 Resolve. A result that has sent shocks across the world, including this desk over here. The Cole's shocked Home Alone face was really proving it all.
Yeah, it's not quite as shocking as we thought with the match that we casted earlier as well, though. So this day, at least on the main broadcast, showing how we expect it to be shown. But Stumpy, next matchup, there's always more chance for upsets and confusion and wonder.
Yep, this next match, I think it's going to be... There's still all of that contention happening with our previously 6 and 9 teams, whatever each of them are on now. But it's going to be Saudade versus Fake German Amigos. Both of them sitting in those spots. They're currently literally right next to each other, in fact. Both 6 and 10. All 4 of our teams, actually, sorry, going 6 and 10 now. And they're separated by a 4-game difference, with Fake German Amigos going the better at just -6. So right now, it is a very tight race. I don't know if we see these teams hopefully fall apart, which is Endpoint seems to. It would be nice to actually have these teams take it to 5, really put their best foot forward on our final day before we go to playoffs. But we will see. We will see what the pressure does.
Somebody needs to win, and for both of the teams, it's going to be incredibly important. Right now, in those saving grace 5th and 6th spot are Espartaco and Gridserve Resolve. These are the teams that Fake German Amigos and Saudade are hoping to overtake in their series. Actually, let me quickly check. Does Espartaco... No, Espartaco does not play Gridserve Resolve. Otherwise, that would be pretty crazy. Espartaco, according to Trav, thank you very much, Trav, Espartaco clinched the playoffs with a victory. And we also got the news that Luna Galaxy have clinched a playoff spot as well. So that's a 4th team joining. We are left with only 2 spots for the playoffs, and boy, oh boy, there's gonna be a hard-fought battle for it. I'm still thinking. I said it yesterday. I'm gonna say it again. We're gonna resolve the final spot in the final series.
I mean, maybe, but I was gonna say quickly. So far, we have all got that one right. Luna Galaxy, Luna Galaxy would make the top 6. So well done, everybody. We are all still on track. So good job.
Yeah, well done. Although me and Jar Jam could say Endpoint, so maybe not so much. I think the fact that Gridserve Resolve have lost to Oxygen with Snasky, that's the moment where I think they don't really deserve to finish in the top 6.
Scares me.
That's a real bad one, to be honest. That one must really sting. So not sure what is going on with Gridserve Resolve at the moment. But, that's what happens. It separates the wheat from the chaff. Is that the phrase? These table matches? Yeah, cool.
Sure, it's right up there with the silly sausage or whatever you guys have used during the series. Silly sausage, yeah.
Silly little sausage.
Two completely equal phrases in terms of context, in terms of just how they feel. Yeah, absolutely. We're also getting some extra updates about how Luna Galaxy can win, how Luna Galaxy will play in the next series. They're playing versus Resolve, and 3 or... let me actually quickly go through it. 3-1 better or 3-1 win. Okay, so either a 3-1 win, they guaranteed a 4th spot, which means upper bracket for them. That's for Luna Galaxy.
That's huge, by the way. That's massive, getting through to the upper bracket.
Yeah, it's, you want that extra life. It's we're talking about extra life in double elimination playoffs. You start in an upper bracket, you have a second chance. It's incredibly important. So Luna Galaxy is playing versus Resolve in a next series, so watch out for that one. Or, of course, the result can also go the other way, 3-2 still for Luna Galaxy. But on the other end, we're now watching the other teams play as well. Other teams' results are also important. 3-2 for Luna Galaxy also brings them into the upper bracket in the playoffs. But that's if Espartaco does not sweep their series, and Espartaco are playing versus 100% which speaking that series is going to be, I think, the shock of the day, but I think today is ripe for shocks.
Seems that way. It's always different when it's the final day. You know, we talk about league play being an extended thing. Can you hold your nerve? It's a different style of tournament and gameplay. But when you do get to the final day and you can see that finish line, you can see success, you can see failure, it really plays on these teams' minds somewhat differently. So I think that will be something that we'll see some teams elevate and play above themselves and other teams revolve, play below themselves.
I mean, I hope that we see every team play above themselves, where we do have that rip-roaring final or rip-roaring finish towards our final 6 teams.
We deserve to.
The issue is, like this series right now, Fake German Amigos versus Saudade, they are playing each other. Like, someone has to lose. Like, there's going to be a loss here. All you can make sure that you're going to be happy with is going away and having put your best foot forward, making sure that you don't leave anything on the table. Because if you do, you're always going to think, what if I did this? What if I did this? And you just need to make sure that when you're looking at your performance, that you're happy with whatever you've done.
What I'd say as well is that there are 4 teams on 6 and 10, including Fake German Amigos and Saudade, which means that whoever wins, Resolve and Endpoint lose. They can't be hoping they're the only team to win their next match because someone else is going to. So it's good and bad news. Someone will definitely lose, but somebody will definitely win.
Goodness, I'm looking at this, and one misstep for any of these teams, even right now, is going to mean the end of their hopes for the playoffs. And speaking of which, we haven't mentioned this in a while. This tournament is played for a $20,000 prize pool, and only the teams who make the playoffs, so top 6 and up, get a piece of that prize pool. Everybody 7th and lower, unfortunately, come home with absolutely nothing, empty-handed. So besides the pride, besides the ability to just play more Rocket League, there's also a cash prize involved. And everybody currently from 5th to 9th, again, JJ Rocks. Oh, my heart breaks, but JJ Rocks are out of contention. Everybody from 5th to 9th right now are thinking about the prize pool as well. How on earth are we still on 6 and 10 with 4 teams, guys? I don't understand. This mathematically almost seems improbable, whatever the chances are that 6 and 10, 4 teams, final day.
The best they can go is 8 and 10 as well. That is the best that these teams can go. Where if you would say at the start, you know, would you take 8 and 10 to Saudade, to Endpoint, to Resolve, and Spartaco? I wonder how many of those teams and Resolve. I wonder how many. And Fake German Amigos. I wonder how many of those teams would have taken 6 and 10. There are so many that my brain just gets confused saying them all. But it doesn't sound great at 8 and 10. But it could be enough. It could just about be enough to squeak in.
We've also got such a range between them, where you have a 6 and 10 in Resolve, where they've only lost 3 more games than they've won. That's as close as it is.
That's
But at
resolving.
Endpoint, they've then lost 14 more games than they have won. But
That's
they are still on
Endpointy.
6 and 10. So yeah, very, very close across the board.
And there is a chance that this game differential is going to play the difference come the tie-breaking situations. It's going to hurt if one of these teams have to go down because they played worse on another day. Not today, but in another day. Well, there's one match that we want to see, really, really want to see, and that is Fake German Amigos versus Saudade. And it's time for predictions from the desk. And I've stand for Saudade for the whole tournament. I believe in them. They're the youngest squad. They are the players that you might be seeing in RLCS for years to come. And I'm always looking for the new names to cheer for. So it's Saudade for me. They have a hard job to make it into the playoffs, but I believe them.
I like that, obviously, there's that young roster. Mitza, especially from Saudade, is going to be a lot of fun to watch next season. Though these young French players are utterly terrifying, so keep your eyes peeled on him. I, however, have gone for Fake German Amigos. I like myself the old boy in Rizex, that German supremacy. Teko's little techie man, little techie teenager. I back him to also do a fantastic job. And also Optimus Primevan, the only Ivan left in the competition. I can't not back him.
Yeah, when one Ivan remains, you have to respect that. On the other side, though, I'm going to go for Saudade. I like the fact they're all French. You know, they've got Eugen in here instead of big man Riz Fox. So they've got rid of the Belgian, brought in the Frenchie. What more can you ask for? Of course they're going to win.
Well, how about game number 5 to really keep us excited towards the very end?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. It is time for series number 2. The Shift Summer League is closing down the league play, and there's not that many spots left for the playoffs. It is time for Fake German Amigos and Saudade.
Second series of the day. We've got that snaky car kicking off over from Saudade, and we have just a GA logo, which is actually a very nice color. I like that. Cool. I mentioned Mitza. He has been a player that I have heard such a small amount about. And then the first time that we saw him, remember on the stream, the performance that him and Riz Fox alongside him put in, I think he blew us away. And it's that kind of new age, young French, exciting player that everyone loves to see.
And the French scene, of course, is so good at bringing through youngsters. They do that better than anyone in Wild Rocket League. It's why they continue to be at the very top of RLCS, why they continue to just bring in wonder kid after wonder kid after wonder kid. You know, recently we got Zen. Let's bring in another. Let's bring in the next generation. They're never slowing down.
Next generation.
I've got a real feeling, Stumpy,
Nice.
that this is going to be a proper old series of Rocket League. I think we should give this one the respect that it deserves. Because I'm backing this. I'm backing this to be a corker.
Yeah, and considering what is also on the line, where you look at what the quality potentially could be, and then also the stakes that are happening, and with flicks like that over the demoed corpse of Mitza, that young French player, as Rizex has got eyes only for one thing, that is going to be our opening goal. Fake German Amigos to the good.
And it is Edgeby, the new man. We are Ivanless, as you were saying earlier, on this team over here. As Tekos and Rizex go with Edgeby instead, the Dane. And it was him, the newbie is what I'm looking for, that's trying to get them the lead. It's a decent start for him. I'd say he was slow to get going earlier on Edgeby. We had a couple of mistakes defensively, which is understandable when you're in a new team. But certainly seems to be cleaning those out. What do you think of Tekos' Chavmobile out of interest?
I like it. I think I like when cars look different. I've said this all the time. I hate the black Cristianos. They are so boring. I hate the stock tane. Give me something that's weird. Give me a strange vehicle. And I hate a Batmobile. But that shot from Sizen, mate, in his incredibly stock tane, is going to be a goal.
Yeah, that is pretty much. I look at that car and I think of 2015 Flipside Tactics. That car has given me nightmares when I used to play this game. Like, oh, you know they're going to be good because they're too cool to put a little at on. Put a little at on, mate. Come on.
No one wears toppers. On the RLCS anymore, nobody wears toppers. And it's
such an easy way to brand yourself, isn't it?
Like, I still think that big foam hat, Jacob, like that's what that is. And Tekos in the Chavmobile, thinking the second.
Yeah, you still think of that? I still think of Corrupted G and the pirate hat as well.
Yeah.
Tekos was stealing goals away from his opponents like a pirate right there.
Very nice. Plundering their booty.
2-1-2. Fake German Amigos. Oh, good kickoff there from Saudade. A nice bump as well. Is everyone helping out Size? And Size has done all the work. Bumped away the Chavmobile. It's around the corner. Mitz has yet to get involved too much in this first game. I'm sure he will. And we're still yet to really see from Eugen. So the three Frenchies a little bit quiet up to this point, despite scoring that goal. All the plays have been made by the Germans with the Spaniards.
And Rizex there taking a remarkably slow shot. And HB coming up to try and get anything on that ball. Thought Size might be coming in to try and challenge him.
Flakes with the cockroach. That was such a weird one.
Yeah,
Why did he
true.
have that cockroach?
I think it would have been better if he was really good. Unfortunately, he wasn't. But those
He
double
was for a
demos
bit.
are unbelievable from Sizen. How do you stop it when he's moving up the pitch and has got eyes for one thing? Two things, I suppose.
Oh, and the bump after as well. The double demo and then the bump. That is outrageous. You got to love it. And that is Sizer, mate. That is the bumpy first man. The best sort of player.
It's a good point too about Torsos with his pixelated shades. That is a good point. But I still don't really think of that as Torsos.
No, I don't remember that. But I'll have to keep an eye out for that. At the World Championship, which is coming up in, what, a month and a half now? Not too far away.
Something like that.
XB isn't too far away from being man of the match so far. A second goal for him.
I mean, we looked at him yesterday as well, and I think we watched two series come from Fake German Amigos. Lovely little flick just in the bottom corner. Gets that dabbing Reaper out of the net. And chat, what do you reckon? Is it going to be press 1 for Fake German Amigos? Press 2 for Saudade? What are you guys thinking?
See what the people think. Already 5 goals in this one. I thought it would be a thriller. I don't know why. I don't back the defense of this team, but it just seems that they are all out attack. A lot of people going for fake everyone, in fact, going for Fake German Amigos, apart from presumably Tunes, who thinks it'll be a draw or something. I don't know.
I'm with the crowd here. I'm with Fake German Amigos.
I think you're a Saudade hater.
I'm not a hater. I don't hate my dad.
What does that feel like?
It's freeing. 2 minutes remaining. Tekos now, right-hand side. Picks the 100 boost too, so the attack will continue. The 1-2 slows it down, gets the 50 to perfection on that final defender.
It's Edgeby again. The man is just systematic right now with fake German Amigos. He hasn't done all that much mechanically, but he's done the simple stuff to perfection. First it was the flick, then the finish, and then in that last goal right there, just being there after the challenge, waiting for it. The passing work had already been done from Tekos and Rizex, who by this point have been on a team together for a while. He's actually using all those boosts. Calls in Tekos nice and quick. Definitely the comms seem to be better for fake German Amigos.
100 seconds, 2 goals to be brought back by Saudade. Eugen sneaking in, clearing the ball away from Tekos. Up high from Edgeby, Midza, backboard. And you're right, I'd like to see something a little bit different from him. Eugen pre-jumping that, as was Midza, so it's quite a lot of boost used, but the 1-2 is undeniably perfect.
And look at this handsome finish as well from Midza after Eugen had done the work. Midza's already there, but look at him. He goes on the inside of the defender rather than going to that far post. No, rather than going to the near post, trying to beat him for pace. He just cuts across where the defender was coming because that's where the space was. Brilliant striking. And then the fake kickoff as well. Good play. Right now, here we go. And we've got Saudade waking up a little bit with a minute 20 left.
It was also not just that shot, but the move and the positioning from Midza to be there. Trusting that Eugen was going to be getting it. I've seen that from teammates, but they trust each other. It can do you wrong a couple of times if you then think that they are going to be getting it, but ultimately they had a third man behind them, so there's no dramas.
I was about to say, I wonder if they have chavs in Spain, but of course they do. They're just British.
Yeah, they're called expats.
Yeah, exactly. Here's Eugen. He's trying to expat that one in almost. Smashes it home. Sizen, I thought he was going to go for the ball. Instead, just leaves it for Edgeby. Takes the 100 boost and scarpers. Just hoping Rizek's going to take the ball right to him. Still has to wait. Eugen around the corner. 40 seconds left now. Great charge down by Rizek. Midza has to be very careful and wasn't. He's almost added to the own goal tally. So does Sizen. Everyone fancies it.
Everyone's getting our montage that he might be running of all of the own goals that we have seen, trying to rate them. So we've seen some very good own goals so far this tournament.
Some crackers.
1 goal, 25 seconds. An air duel from Midza towards the back ball, but with low boost. You have to go for a boost steal here. Sent long from Rizek. Edgeby trying to get in the way again midfield. These Midza just missing it, and that is going to give a bit of control over towards Tekos and fake German Amigos.
Sizen is doing his thing, trying to get as involved as he possibly can, playing in front of the ball, no boost left, doesn't stop him. Edgeby, the challenge, into the centre, Midza's up, beaten by Rizek. Eugen now, into the centre. Rizek's going to try and kill it, but Sizen keeps it up yet again. This is what Sizen does. Now it's Eugen's turn. What have you got mechanically? Enough to get it towards Midza, but the ball doesn't quite fall. And that'll be game 1, fake German Amigos. 7 goals, love that.
Fell straight on his head as well, which I think Midza is going to be a bit frustrated about. Perfect positioning earlier on, but not able to continue that up. Fake German Amigos. Cole, I had him. I reckon that I'm going to be predicting a load of gold here today.
You are, mate. You're doing very well indeed. Just basically go against me and Jar of Jam, and you will be okay, my friend. You'll be okay. And everyone in the chat as well. Apparently, I'm a fool for believing in Saudade, but I have been a fan of them since the off. You know, I was a fan of them back in the Rizfox days. Remember those?
Cole, I do. I remember those days. They were good days. I was going to ask you if I gave you, if I would give you half a prediction point to switch to fake German Amigos now, would you do it? I'm trying to get my finger on the pulse of Saudade fans.
No, I'm still sticking with Saudade. The fact that they've got 3 goals in game number 1, I still maintain that mechanically they had a little bit more than fake German Amigos. It's just trying to link the plays together. Say again?
You're a hater, I see.
I am. I hate them. I really despise them. It's what keeps me up at night. It does.
You hate them. That's so harsh. What a strong feeling towards the team that don't even know you exist.
My first name is Emil, so I've got to go with the Frenchies.
That's fair. That's very fair. Yeah, I think chat earlier was very much going with fake German Amigos. They are feeling it here on Sandy Shores night. We are going to be seeing what ends up elapsing in game number 2. I hope for another goal fiesta. That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. Well, here comes Sizen trying to get it going straight away. Eugen, he's the one I've got my eye on. I mean, he's come into this team. He's come into Saudade of all teams. That is fresh. You can't come into Saudade and underperform. Do you know what I mean? The fans will be on your back instantly.
You and Jam.
Yeah, we'll be on Eugen's back, going, oh, bring back Rizfox, we'll be saying. And so far, he's yet to really explode.
Like Rizek's there, getting bumped up into it, but just then plays body blocker, trying to keep the ball from flying too far away. Edgeby central, Sizen! Sizen, your teammate had that for about 3 minutes. and he just slammed it home. Look at this. Bang! Crossbar down, no problem. Chuck that in the montage.
Mitzer had all the time in the world. He was basically holding Bernard's watch, just waiting for his moment to clear that ball away. And still, in comes Sizen to go, I've got it! Well, you didn't, did you, Sizen? The only thing you got was an own goal to your name.
I want this own goal top 5 to come through. We've had
track
some
that.
corkers.
At Shift, at Jens, at Finn, do your jobs, lads. Track these.
Yeah, let
We'll
them do the
do our
legwork.
jobs.
Oh, Eugen,
Oh,
1-2, the
Eugen.
double reset. I think that was in the end, wasn't it? The one here. Oh no, it was
Counterbus.
the
Pre-flip.
early one.
Yeah.
It was the pre-flip that caught me. I thought that might have been one. And then also just bat flipping out the way, making sure he doesn't get anything that's going to ruin his team, anything more than we've already seen Sizen do. But a minute, and they brought it back.
Rizek straight up, straight away, though. Sizen's already up. Sizen desperate to get on that ball after his mistake earlier. You got to respect it. He'll keep on chasing. He'll never stop. Eugen just threatens Tekos, says, get out of here, Tekos. And Tekos like, okay. Scampers away. Sizen up against Rizek. Sizen slowed down somewhat in the last 3 seconds or so. That's good from him. Nice to see him do a fake challenge. I think it's the first time in his career he's done a fake challenge. Very impressive.
That's catching Rizex, who's central. It's going to be Tekos, but with low boost, Rizex can't get it back quick enough till Mitzer finds his way in. A reset, background 1 and 2. Sizen this time, driving straight back towards his own net, but does the right thing.
Fool me twice. Shame on Sizen. Fool me once. That was
Yeah,
Sizen's
yeah.
fault. I think I messed up the phrase, but you know what I'm going to say.
I don't know if I do.
Full Sizen once, shame on you. Full Sizen twice, shame on Sizen.
I mean, shame on Sizen for a bit of that defense as well. Rizex has played him like a fiddle.
Yeah, he wasn't expecting this. To be fair, Mitzer's challenge was very poor. Sizen wasn't expecting Mitzer to get nothing on it at all. And Rizek's just absolutely done in. It's cleaner play. I feel like fake German Amigos are the more celebrated. You know, they're the better team here. If not necessarily the better individual players, they look more like a proper Rocket League team.
A little update as well from around the world. We are seeing Espartaco versus 100%. That is drawn 1-1 with 100% winning 3-1 with a minute and 30 left. Jobless are 1-0 up against Endpoint. Now 2-0 up. Oh, with 2 minutes 30 left. I did not watch this. Cole, what was this goal?
That was Edgeby getting the redirect, and then Rizex, the redirector, the double
my
reads. Edgeby, he is looking so much better. He didn't look bad yesterday. He looked all right. Today,
good.
he looks like he's well up there.
And Rizex, he's the man who finished it. He's the one who got that very much on target.
The big pass, mate.
Double redirect. Very
But
nice
if you wanna-
play.
if you wanna
But
seem
Eugen
clever-
to Mitzer again. On these kickoffs, they've just been coming back immediately.
Here's a pro tip for everyone. If you want to see clever as a caster, talk about the player off the ball. Like Eugen gets a massive bump on Edgeby there. And Reddit's like, oh my God, Cole's so good at reading the game. That's all it takes. That's a little trick for up-and-coming casters.
Okay, interesting. Well, you're using that as a hint to me.
Yeah, one day, mate. One day you'll be up.
One day, I back myself. The other results that are coming in, Resolve are losing 2-0 against Lunar Galaxy, but they're 1-0 up with 40 seconds gone in game number 3. Oxygen are being beaten by JJ Rocks. JJ Rocks are 2-0 up in the series with 45 seconds left. This is a team that beat Resolve, remember, with Snaski.
What is
JJ Rocks could win it.
Oh, why
What
they're
an
so
upset that would be.
forwards? And why? Saudade, I believe in you. And I believed in you. But why are you so far forwards, Eugen? He's itching to get involved. I understand it, but
Itching Eugen.
that's a toughie.
Well, Itchin Eugen isn't able to get in a good position. Shame for him. 2 clear, though, now are fake German Amigos. And Cole, JJ Rocks, they're 15 seconds away from beating Oxygen.
Go on, JJ Rocks. They can still go 8 and 10.
They can still go. Yes, exactly. They are out. We should say they are out, but they can still go 8 and 10.
Playing for pride. No
No,
money
they
for them
can't, can
either,
they?
unfortunately.
We can't go 8
No,
and 10.
Jam was saying earlier, it's only the top 6 that get the prize pool, so they've gained experience. And they've won! JJ Rocks have done it! Everybody
They did
spam
it!
your JJs! Spam your JJs!
3-0. JJ Rocks over Oxygen. That is with Snaski on that side. You know what, Cole? Fair play. I didn't think JJ Rocks could do it. Oh, Tackles, you techie little teenager.
One day he'll turn 20 and you will be distraught because
Techie
until
little
that day...
20-year-old. There you go.
Oh, that's good. But then what about when he's 21?
techie little 21-year-old.
But what about 22, mate?
That's where it all goes south.
Techie goes, yeah,
What?
not good. Not good. The techie disappears, mate, at that point. I have to change his name. Even though 22 makes more sense because there's 2 T's. But
I know,
whatever.
but that was all
It's
part of the
fine.
joke.
Was it?
Yeah.
You didn't think that.
I did, because
You're
it's
so
alliteration.
smart. You're so retroactively smart, bro.
Retroactively.
Yeah.
Isn't that a song by Imagine Dragons?
No, you're thinking of
Why are you not doing this?
old episodes of TV shows.
No, you're thinking of... no, that's reruns.
I was going to go with retro.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Anyway,
No, it's
5-2.
broken.
5-2, and it's looking pretty easy for Fake Germany. Honestly, to be fair, I expected Saudade to be a little bit better than they have been. Oh, no, closer. That's not fair.
Yeah,
I expect them to be
Jim!
closer.
He just broke it. He broke a rule too.
Good for him.
Oh, you're so sad. You're not cool for that. You know you're not cool with that opinion. Where you're being like, oh, people should play the game. You're not cool for that. You know
T-Bates
that,
is
right?
right. T-Bates is wrong about a lot, but he is right about that. When he said that, my heart went aflutter. When he said, I'm trying to play the game. I agree completely.
You're both so sad.
Just think, right, guys.
Soulless behaviour from the both of you.
Well, I can't control that. I was born this way.
Can't control the soul.
Think of this, right? You've got an hour and a half to play. You got a wife and kids. You want to play a bit of
but
Rocket
you
League.
don't. You don't have these things that you're saying.
Yeah, but one might. Do you know what I mean? People still
But you
you got to
don't.
stick together. Yeah, but I've got stuff to do. I've got, a dog and a girlfriend. That's fine.
You didn't have to say no.
I often set you up for jokes that I know you can't take. I've got a dog and a girlfriend, right? And I might have a small amount of time in which to play Rocket League, and I don't want to spend it.
You've got all
staring
day.
into-
It's your job. It's your job.
What, my job? No, yeah, my job to play the game, not to just stare at my enemy. Break it.
Right. One in chat if Cole's cringing Sam for breaking it every
but that's
time.
nothing to do with this.
Okay, and then let's go on to the actual topic if we can.
Hey, I was gonna say one person back me up, but it's Jar of Jam. For goodness sake!
Oh no, I'm such an L. I'm sorry. Haste. I'm sorry.
You can't even like hold the H sound.
That's horrible.
Like,
Haste. Hi. It's also probably the least hasty way to say their name,
Yeah. Burners, watch out again. Slow that one down.
which is frustrating. Again, name changes are free on Twitch.
I've just got Burners watch on the brain.
You really do. You're Bernard's watch coded.
I am.
Your time control pill today.
Everyone know who Bernard's watch is?
You only had one.
We got a bit of team news.
go on.
Edgeby in in-game chat just says Tekel's kicked. So that's harsh. I think he was playing quite well, but
I think he was doing all right. Yeah, fair enough. That's a shame.
Techie, not techie enough. He's 22 now.
Oh no.
That's when you have to be a female pop singer. When you're 22.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Tekel Swift.
Nice. You get a private jetby.
I wish I knew more songs by there's one called Willow. I like that one.
Is there? Fair enough.
Do you know the song Willow?
No, I don't. No,
It's a really pretty song actually. I'll send it to you.
I won't listen.
Why?
I know that hurt.
Yeah, but just listen.
No, I'm good. Thank you, though. 30 seconds in game number 3. Fake German Amigos, they are looking to storm their way through. Both these teams sitting on that very coveted 6 and 10. That little pop-out, Rize's got an opposite corner. 90% of the way in, but the French phenom, Mitza, stands firmly in the way.
Oh, but he can't do it twice. Edgeby was there on the side of it. Interesting how the Grim Reaper, the goal explosion, goes over the player's car. Did you see that? It was over Edgeby's car as he was driving.
Well, even though it was like behind him.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So from my perspective, it showed whoever it was, let's say Tech, I can't remember who it was, and he was driving towards the camera, and the Grim Reaper was in front of him, but small. It was really messing with my depth perception.
Isn't coding fun?
Yeah, code that out, I'd say.
Yeah, code it out. If Grim Reaper is in front of car, then don't be.
Then don't be.
Then don't be.
Well, from don't be to Edgeby, he's the one who got the goal, and now he's waiting on the back wall. He's bypassed, though. Here comes Mitza, the
Oh!
French phenom, into the man body, follows up. Sizen's there, and Sizen ain't going to own goal that one.
Talk about the man off the ball here when it comes down to the pass. Mitza for one with the reset onto the backboard. Literal perfect pass down. Helped a little bit by the fake German Amigos defenders who were terrified. Tapped out. Sizen, little tap in for him. 1-1.
Game update. Lunar Galaxy v Resolve. Give us a guess of the score, Stumpy. What do you reckon?
I'm going to go with 3-1.
To...
Lunar Galaxy.
You can't just say the number. You got to say, 3-1, I reckon. The answer is
Yeah, that's fair.
3-0 to Lunar Galaxy. Have Resolve just given up? Are they like
Are they
using
done?
jelly instead of PlayStation controllers or something? Oh,
Probably.
good goal there from Eugen.
Tadpole, that's not his brightest decision, I would say. Probably don't use jelly instead of a controller. Oh, Eugen's turnaround there after getting bumped. Managed to work his way back inside and nearly saving that one. Little bit cheeky. But a lead for Saudade.
Lunar Galaxy are guaranteed in the top 4. They are guaranteed guaranteed 4th seed with CRR.
Okay.
It's all gone well for them. It's all gone very well.
4th seed RR.
If Grim Reaper front of car, just don't.
Don't.
Just don't. Yeah, and if you're not a Shift RLE follower, by the way, just be one.
That's very true.
Like, probably should do a follow. Are we tracking followers? Can we have it confirmed if anyone follows? I can't see this information, but I'm assuming someone just clicked follow.
Maybe. We're also, bear in mind, now that that 4th spot has been locked in, we are now playing only for the lower bracket. So teams have already locked in their +1 life, which is very big, because that goes all the way through to the grand final, where a bracket reset is in play for the lower team. A bracket reset.
Say the line, Bart.
Bracket reset!
He said it, everyone. He said it. He said that thing he said once.
In
Look at that.
Boston.
Little musty from Techos. Was that in Boston? Was it in
That
Boston?
was Boston. Yeah, it was during the grand finals that me and you did for the RLCS.
We did do that.
No one can take that away from us.
They can try.
They have.
I made a funny tweet earlier. I saw a viral tweet that said, made myself important at work and it's the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Accidentally made myself important at work and it's the worst thing that ever happened to me. And I tweeted like, that's what I feel every time I cast an RLCS final or something. I was quite proud of it. Thought it was quite funny.
Yeah?
Yeah, like a smirky face after, do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, oh, got to do this again. But obviously it's like the sort of peak honour in our world for commentators and casters.
Only
and
you.
viewers.
Eh?
I know, mate. Only I. Speaking of only I, Iclops really just does not get me. I'll tell you what I get. Just happy when I see goals like this one. Everyone's a critic, all right? Everyone's a critic.
Iclops is he's a sad person to be near. 90 seconds, and with an absolute screamer of a pass,
Cringe.
popping down. I love to see that kind of play, but an immediate response from Tekos is not going to find its way in.
Are you sensitive towards Iclops because that was your nickname at school?
I wish they were that clever. I genuinely wish anyone cared enough to make a funny eye joke about me.
Really?
Yeah,
it was more
they
just sort of
didn't
like
know.
prodding it, was it?
Prodding it, like squishing it and stuff, and
Yeah,
like
you
peeling
sort
it
of hear
open. Yeah. This is called me Easy Peeler.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here's Rizex trying to peel his way through the defence, but
Oh,
instead,
what the
in goes his teammate. It was Tekos. Couldn't quite get to save Eugen, the defensive master. There's still bumps going on. Tekos can't get it on target again. What is going on?
Nice little play there, central from Rizex, who's going to be there. Sizen is the first one to it. 100 boost stolen from Tekos. Can they continue on this play? Very low boost across the board for Saudade, and Edgeby on target. With that sustained pressure, is going to cut down that goal deficit.
Mate, we better get some B-roll going soon because there's 39 seconds left.
Okay,
I've got
alright.
a feeling fake German Amigos are on the charge.
You think?
When one goal goes in, the second one usually tumbles.
Okay,
Let's see.
all right. You can
Let's
go.
see. All right, SB against Missy. The ball just falls for Sizen, who thought he had a chance, but
demo.
instead he's taken out the game. Rizex takes out Eugen, and Tekos, he gets his goal, and it's 3s across the board.
The kickoff and then into the bump from Rizex.
Gosh.
A demo on a bump, in fact. Eugen was gone. Mitza couldn't get his way back. Tekos knew the assignment. Just get it on target. Rizex has set you up, but will there be a response on this kickoff?
Last time they lost it, doubly so. Tackles another chance. Could be a double kickoff. 1-2, another bump. Mitsa manages to survive this time. Stands tall as he can. Sizen has to get this touch. No, instead it's Eugen. Sizen's now stuck in the air. Where's that ball going to bounce? Someone wanted to take control of it. It's Eugen that gets the first touch. Rizex is coming in. Mitsa and Sizen, they're queuing up to clear it away. Pain right now for Saudade. Fake German Amigos knocking on the door of a series victory.
There's very low boost, though, for Fake German Amigos. Central, Mitsa challenges versus Rizex, now Sizen and Edgeby. Edgeby on 0 boost, can't actually challenge it. It's going to be going even slower and lower. Mitsa lets it roll past him. Overtime. Game 2, Fake German Amigos, they rushed it around to secure it. Edgeby now on the kickoff versus Sizen. Again, low boost for him.
Fake German Amigos are killing Saudade on the kickoff right now. Look at this. From that last one, Mitsa boostless. Eugen has to come in, but can't get the challenge. Tekos had too much momentum. Eugen, though, should be able to read out that one, but misses. That could be the miss that lets Fake German Amigos in. One time too many. Rizex shoots. He gets it almost in, but it's saved at the near post again.
It was double woodwork. Wow, absolutely slam Central. Rizex is doing a fantastic performance in game number 3. Central from Tekos, backboard clear, but with no one following on the blue side. It's going to be very open for the Dane. Up for a reset, goes down to Rizex. The German's going to pick it up, sees Tekos Central. May well leave that ball, does so. He's going to head back. Tekos takes over.
Tekos here could be the killer. He gets the bump. Eugen in there again. The man is doing sublime work on his own goal line. He's the one they want trending forwards. Unable to so far. Tekos up against Mitsa this time. Sizen with the catch ideally. Tekos gets a touch. Eugen more work at the back. The man is currently on 2 saves officially, but he's done more than that defensively. And Mitsa then almost gets a huge double. Sizen gets it back towards the backboard. Tekos towards Eugen. Eugen does not allow Fake German Amigos to clear. So it falls to Mitsa. Pops it almost over Rizex. But that attack will come to nothing.
Defense from Rizex after being so offensively minded. Middle again, Edgy popping high, backboard. A clear, technically on target, but Sizen an easy clear up. Pumps it long. Rizex back corner. He then return with a long touch. He will. Just about kisses the ceiling. Edgeby down to Rizex again. It's going backboard. The bump is there. Tekos is not.
Mitsa knows his team are fighting against elimination from the tournament. If they lose this one, Saudade have to win. And Eugen shoots. It's almost in there, but Tekos another touch to the side. Mitsa tries to get the block. Rizex and Edgeby waiting on the goal line. Mitsa now just gets a flick reset as far as Sizen, but it's weak. And even with that demo, they can't continue that attack.
Tekos double demo, so it's going to be easy going right now for the defense with Edge with low boost. Going to make it a little bit harder. Mitsa trying to be a pest to everybody in the back line. Eugen next on the follow-up backboard for him. Rizex gets it away nice and far. It's a Central and Sizen. He opted not to go for that one, but crossbar down a little bit away from the goal line.
Eugen, who has done incredible work on the goal line, backflips then. Gives us all heart attacks, but we just about survive. Eugen up against Tekos. It's bouncing into the center. Sizen should be able to nip this one away. 3-3, 2.5 minutes into it. The most exciting game so far of this matchup. It's Mitsa, needs to get this touch, leaves it instead to Edgeby! Saved by Mitsa.
I mean, there were 3 defenders. He struggled to squeak that one through. Tekos above the crossbar. Sizen has to make a touch, but he doesn't. Everybody on Fake German Amigos, however, doesn't read that he's going to miss.
Yeah, another boost starvation there from Sizen. He likes to use it all to do what he can. In that instance, it was just a well-timed fake. Some people don't have you know.
Yeah, okay, well, maybe you should have done a little bit more with it. Because or at least they should have been red. 3 minutes, it's 3-all game in the overtime. Eugen is going to be working his way back towards blue half. Sizen low boost, just left to his own devices, though. Is this a sign of a little bit of fatigue here from Fake German Amigos?
They may well be. Not able to grind their way through this one. They're going to have something special to unlock Saudade at this rate. His size and the pass to him is a good one. Rizex almost gets the bump there from HB. Oh my goodness, I'm losing track. It's all too quick, Stumpy. It's all too fast.
Mitsa, they're going to be up challenging versus Rizex. Rizex towards the backboard. Great catch from him. Then take it low with a little bit of composure. Faked out from Tekos. And now this blue tidal wave is going to stop and abate for the Fake German Amigos.
Fantastic challenge though there from Mitsa. He didn't have to get that one clean. He just had to get it onto his opponent to send it into the corner. Sizen up against Rizex. Sizen tries to bludgeon his way through. HB's too strong, too tall, too finicky. And now suddenly it's Sizen who looks for a second like he's going to be against all 3 Fake German Amigos players. Not where you want to be when you are on losing tournament point.
Nets a huge clear. Edgeby's going to return with one of his own. Only goes as far as Eugen in the midfield. And Sizen, he is now attempting to go for a few bumps. Rizex round 1 and the second. Mitsa has to retreat. Let Sizen back in.
Good touch.
Midfield, Sizen up, reset, round one. Tekos gets a touch. The bump is gonna not quite happen, but it is still awkward. The bump finally then happens. Mitza and Eugen link up to keep Saudade in the tournament.
Almost an entire game later, and Mitza replicates Edgeby's first goal from this entire series. Or at least it was going in. Eugen helped it on its way. But as you can see there, victory goes to the Snaky Car team.
We got a couple of results as well going from all of these matches that have happened so far. We can confirm Espartaco, they are in. They've confirmed that they are in the tournament. So, Cole, I've got 2 of mine so far. I now just need to resolve in, which is going to be, I think, very, very hard.
Yeah, not looking likely, that one.
And Endpoint are confirmed out. Endpoint will not be in the playoffs. We don't know where they're going to be finishing, but just somewhere a little bit lower. So, sad times for them.
In chat.
F's in chat. E's in chat for Endpoint.
Why not both?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, just lots of letters. Put some letters in chat for Endpoint.
Cool.
It's but enough about them, mate, because Saudade, they had to fight there. You know, after fake German Amigos got their equalizer, got their 2 goals that they needed, were you thinking Saudade had a chance?
In that game?
And the series, and thus the series.
The series, no. Going from what we saw earlier, I thought fake German Amigos, they might lose a game. And in fairness, I'm still kind of on that. Saudade were needed a very long overtime to get a dub. That could, however, shake fake German Amigos because they did look tired towards the end.
They did. They're starting to not look quite as in control of the situation as they did in those first couple of games. I say they're in control, but we're having some big old swingy games of Rocket League. You know, there were 7 goals in the first game. I think it was 3-2 in the second, and that last one was 3-3 going into an overtime. So the goal bonanza continueth as we head to Viva la Vida.
Viva la Vida. And the clocks are going to start ticking down. I'm going to be very intrigued to see how fake German Amigos bounce back from that. They had a couple of chances. I mean, both teams had a couple of chances. Oh my gosh, Tekos 1-2, no bump to clear the way for his teammate.
We've also had a car change from Mitza. Little red number, shouldn't be allowed if you ask me. Eugen's coming in. Oh, what a save that is from Tekos. Mitza tries to keep the attack going, forcing the flip reset out of absolutely nothing. And so far, it's been all Saudade. Look at that pre-jump there from Sizen. He's ignored, though. Smart play from the 2 of them. Eugen tries to get the dunk. Sizen used a lot of boost, but what he did do was generate some angles.
I think you're sowing a little bit of discord there. See Sizen go for the pre-jump. Maybe the defense is going to be looking solely at him. Mitza, a musty towards the backboard. Instead cleared away. Tekos now going to be harassed by Mitza in the midfield. Good demo.
Tekos tries to get involved in the own goals department. Would be nice to see 1 or 2 more of those today. I think we deserve that. I think we do that. Tekos pre-jumps, but Sizen gets it away. Rizek shoots. It's dangerous territory for Saudade. If they concede a couple of goals, I can see them wilting.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, Saudade right now, realistically, fake German Amigos and Saudade both on the verge of going out this tournament, while Eugen calls Brizek's in as he bumps Tekos away from that one. And the physicality clearly moving up for both these teams on the priority list.
I'm really enjoying this series, though. It's a good one. I didn't think it was going to be. There's been some mistakes. You know, it's not the cleanest Rocket League you'll ever see, but it's a good old ding-dong between 2 teams who are scrapping for their lives. Sizen gets a flip reset, wants to get the bump as well, or the dunk at least. Eugen is going to follow. He gets another on the goal line.
Tell you what, though, you see from here already Brizek's low boost, Sizen going up for 1 and then the second. Eugen just has to wait and see where his 50 goes. Unless that bounces wildly, then he can get a tap in. Thankfully for him, he can get that tap in.
Lovely play. Lovely play. Sizen, and they haven't fallen for the old kickoff shenanigans like they did in the last game as well. Just when it seemed they were going to pull away. Saudade, kickoffs were too good for fake German Amigos, and Eugen isn't quite good enough to get that second flip reset. Would have been dangerous. Now in comes Mitza, though. To the backboard of him. He's going to shoot that one. No, he's going to pass it into the center. Smart play. Tekos read it.
These 2 minutes have gone. And so far, only Saudade getting anything on the board. Tekos needs to work with his teammates to push something a bit more convincingly upfield. They've had 4 shots in total, 5 including that one that wasn't really a shot. For Edgeby, he's barely got involved. 32 points at the halfway mark.
He has been quiet, hasn't he, since those first couple of games when he was pulling the strings. Since then, he's been a bit languid. Quite able to get into the series. Rizek's always almost there from Tekos' pass. And now I'm waiting to see Edgeby pull the trap from underneath Saudade. Sizen leaves it to Edgeby. Eugen, there's going to be the breakaway goal. But Eugen gets in Sizen's way this time. A little bit of afters from the own goal earlier, no doubt.
Oh my gosh, a flick just goes high. Rizix then takes a shot with Mitza, saving it away. 100 boost now, though. Chance for HB to get a bit more involved. Instead, doesn't really do too much with that ball. Tekos side, redirect. He reckons he's beast mode instead. Rizix comes in as cleanup crew.
Lovely finish there from Rizix. He had Tekos' read. Look at this. Tekos obviously fakes the shot and goes for the pass instead.
Duh.
Obviously. Yeah, duh. How didn't the opponent see that? That's a lovely play. That's a very pretty Rocket League goal. Bit of a unique one, that.
Blood did think he was beast mode, though.
Oh, Rizix can make it 2 from the kickoff again.
Oh, he's again!
They got to sort out the kickoff something.
I mean, the kickoff so far for fake German Amigos have been brilliant. Like that, just popping over the top. Reading the elevation of a kickoff is much harder. What you really need is your player, your kickoff man, to try and go higher on the ball. But that's easier said than done, especially when you don't know what the other team are going to be doing. And that time, that's when the cheat works. And Eugene gets the immediate control. Sizen, wow, sends it very high.
Does it seem like the fake German Amigos repertoire is expanded compared to Saudade's, which is a fairly standard kickoff each and every time. Eugene, they should be able to get a touch here. In general play, Saudade have been certainly causing damage to fake German Amigos. Tekos takes out Eugene. How much space will that open up? Enough for Edgeby.
Into the corner is Sizen.
Oh, here we go.
Mitza and Tekos enter into a Rule 2. Minute 20 remaining. Edgeby, edge of our seats, manages to get that one just out of the top corner. And actually, the Rule 2 is broken.
Yeah, I think it was Tekos, the techie teenager, who broke it because he wanted to get the save, which I have so much respect for.
That's fair. I get that in that situation. This is awkward. Oh, my word. No
Someone
way.
put it away. Put the ball away. There's only a minute left. A minute left for Saudade to take us to Game 5. This series deserves one. It's been scrappy and desperate. Exactly the sort of Rocket League that I enjoy seeing. But Edgeby pumps it forwards. Mitza's already up. Won't get there, though. One goes above and Sizen can take stock, at least for now. So dangerous. Touch was heavy. But he's fortunate.
Saudade need a goal just to get his overtime. If they lose here, they are out of contention. They will not be going through to one of our very few top 6 places left. And that one with Rizix then shooting it round and then missing on the utterly open net. Tekos there that time as clean-up crew to Rizix's assist.
Surely that will be enough for Saudade. They've got the better kickoffs. Now they have the 2-goal lead. Barely any time for Saudade to get back into this one. Fake German Amigos hopeful they'll survive.
35 seconds. These kickoffs so far have only been good in favor of the fake German Amigos.
Another one.
May well happen again. It's control. It's a backflip. Not being too risky, or maybe that's a little bit too safe. And Eugene, a complete whiff on an easy touch.
No, he was faked, but I think it was Sizen who went in there. He'd have heard his engine, thought, oh, my teammate's got it. And at the very least, that put him off. And when you got 20 seconds left, you can't afford to make mistakes like that. Eugene's up to try and take out Rizix, but Rizix has all the experience just to steal away a few more seconds. If Mitza doesn't score this, which he doesn't, we are going to see fake German Amigos survive in the event and knock out Saudade.
Rip to you and Jam. I'm sorry. I know that you liked him. I really liked that team. They were a huge amount of fun to watch. And Mitza and Eugene especially, they are going to be big in the French scene in this upcoming season, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's always more Frenchies coming, and they will continue to do so. I look forward to seeing amazing clips of these guys in 2v2 tournaments I've never heard of. You know, Sunny's next to Zed and Monkey Moon, and it's just Eugene there scoring a double flip reset. Like, okay, I guess there's some event going on. But that's what we've got to look forward to. For now, it's the fake German Amigo story, and that goal there, from Rizix, beauty.
It's a shame to see these teams go home, especially when they're so skilled. But with every death, there is life. Fake German Amigos, they stay in it. And also, it is now going to be them or Resolve to take up our final spot in the top 6. And something that I would like to resolve is something that I'm trying to think what it's called, because I've got marmalade in my head. And I've got a fruit preserve as well.
Like a pot of marmalade.
What am I missing, do you think? Jar of jam, innit? Yeah, Mr. Jar of jam, innit?
I was thinking pot of marmalade.
Nah, jar of jam.
Very
mate,
good.
all right.
There he is, the old finger guns.
Hey. Yeah, full on fuzz. That's way, like, it is an old reference that way past my age group as well. But hey,
Hey.
oh god, Saudade, please, how many
sorry,
kickoff goals can you
guys.
concede? I swear.
I think it was like 5 or something. Like, it was
It
a
felt like
lot. Yeah. But you know what, Jam? We gave our plaudits to Saudade, and I think they deserve it because the quality they put up against very good teams in Europe, with 2 players that, as I said, I know very little about, and it's brilliant to watch these new players come through in an extended league play up until the penultimate series in the entirety of league play. Out of all 16 matches, or 18 in total, but that was being the 17th match, they did a brilliant job. Shame they just couldn't get over the finish line, but yeah, bright future ahead of them.
I hope so. I expect so as well. Tournaments like this are just hugely impactful for players like that who are on the up and up. 100% are my poster boys for that, but Saudade as well have been up there. You know, they've experienced changing teams, they've experienced comming, they've experienced being casted at this high level. So yeah, it's very valuable information for them.
That's why I absolutely love seeing these teams come up and play. That's why I've been cheering for Saudade all this time. And yeah, they've looked tremendous. Again, that game number, even the game number 2, which they lost, in the game number 3, which they squeaked out in overtime. That was a nail biter. 4-3 in the end. What was it? 5 minutes of overtime? Definitely felt like an extra game.
It was, yeah.
It is crazy. But yeah, starting from the very first game though, we've sang huge plaudits to Saudade, but fake German Amigos and especially Edgeby. Hat-trick in this game. He has stepped into the shoes of Ivan, and even yesterday he was amazing at it. And here he keeps on showing that he might be the difference maker for fake German Amigos come the playoffs.
Completely, yeah. I think that fake German Amigos, thankfully for them, they have got 3 players that can take their turn stepping in. You know, Edgeby is the latest in
goal.
them. He certainly started off the series the best. I think as time went on, Rizex was standing out to me more, if I'm completely honest. But the fact that they do have that interchangeability is very important, because certain teams, especially at this, not B tier level, but not quite S tier level, if we're being honest, the sort of Rocket League that we're seeing, it's teams and players that are still developing, hopefully, into S tier players. That's the dream that they all have, right? And having that ability to take turns popping off, as it were, is vital for them, Stumpy.
Yeah. I'm intrigued to see who is also going to be filling out our final spots because, as I said, it is now down to fake German Amigos or Resolve. Out of those teams, guys, out of fake German Amigos and out of Resolve, who would you rather? Who would you rather get through? Because fake German Amigos just had a great performance against the team.
Who do I think will?
Who do you think will?
It's a difference.
Yeah, who
it's
do
a
you
difference.
think will?
Who do I think will? I think. Oh, hello.
Hello, that is the manager of fake German Amigos. So, gentlemen, at least it's in our ears, but not in the ears of the.
Out of the people not here, so I said hello to no one.
yes, and I just started talking about it. So let's pretend none of this happened, but let's just also pretend that there is somebody somewhere who is the manager of the team that just won and who is still in contention. And make sure not to upset them too much with your comments.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'll be very intrigued to see who is going to be making their way through, because fake German Amigos, they deserve a spot. Resolve, they deserve a spot. I also, at production, I'd like to get, there's 2 graphs where we get the 2 teams on their lines and see how they've been bipping up and down. Let's get a fake German Amigos and Resolve on one graphic, please. Let's get
The
that
problem
in.
with Resolve is you can only go so
will.
low, is the thing. You can only go to like the bottom of the window, so it's going to be tough to show them.
Okay, well, to quickly answer your question, fake German Amigos, and let's bring Natra on. He has been waiting. He has been knocking on the door saying, guys, come on, I'm here. I just won a series. Come on, I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it too. First and foremost, congratulations, Natra. This has been a very needed win, and it could have gone differently. Again, we love how Saudade has played, and I wouldn't be surprised if in your camp, there was also a feeling that these 3 youngsters can really stick it to their opposition.
I would say that this team is really aggressive, so of course we were scared, and of course we took it seriously, but this win have been a little breath. The job isn't done, but it's a cool breath, let's say.
Yeah, right. I mean, there's many steps that you need to take to really make it in. We absolutely love to see that there's still contention until the very end for that final spot, but that's for us. We are the spectators. We are making it hype for the viewers, for ourselves, but for you, for the team, that's nerves, and more nerves.
Yeah.
So it's nice to do the 50% of the job, but, well, still a little bit to go. So, Big German Amigos are going to be playing Luna Galaxy as their final opponent. A toughie. Let's not beat around the bush. It is a toughie. I'm trying to locate the results of the previous series. 3-1 in favor of Luna Galaxy. That was our day 2. What will you do differently this time versus Luna Galaxy to make sure you get that win?
Obviously, I can't tell you everything, but I will say that we really want to win, and like we just try to more, don't stress and just control our game. Like I don't know, I just feel that we want to win, so we're gonna get well.
Well, I believe in that. Elsewhere, I think is the word I'm looking for. Resolve, the other team that is challenging you for the playoff spot, is playing versus the team that you've just played, Saudade. How do you think that series is gonna go? Saudade already out of contention; they cannot make the playoffs. A Resolve still within a chance, and if I see it correctly, a win will get them in good stead. But still, they're going to be tied with you guys. How do you think that series between Saudade and Resolve is going to
I think it could be like a really interesting series, to be honest. I hope that obviously Saudade gonna win, but yeah, Resolve can more control. I think it's gonna be 50-50 because like Saudade can be really aggressive, but in my heart Saudade need to win. French power, guys.
French power, yes. I love hearing that as well. Well, I promise you, everybody, we're going to be bringing you all of these results all the time. I'm not even sure what our next match is going to be on screens. I need a quick update from the production, from anybody to just let know. For now, I think it's very important. I think it's very important enough for you right now to bring the team together, bring everybody ready, make sure that you guys are as ready for that next series. So, big thanks for you for stopping by. Congratulations on the win. And, well, maybe we're going to see you for an interview very soon.
Yeah, I hope so. Hope to see you soon, guys.
All right, folks. Fake German Amigos on our screens versus Luna Galaxy. So, Natra, we might see you very soon. See you after the break, everybody. Bye.
See you.
It's hard to feel myself with you miles away. I've been wondering why you cannot stay. Till my sky's blue when they're always gray. Trying to sweep myself, but I can't find a way. Diva, Ania, where did you go? Diva, Ania, where did you go? Where did you go? It's hard to feel myself with you miles away. I've been wondering why you cannot stay. Till my sky's blue when they're always gray. Trying to see myself, but I can't find a way. It's hard to feel myself with you miles away. I've been wondering why you cannot stay. Till my sky's blue when they're always gray. Trying to see myself, but I can't find a way. Diva, Ania, where did you go? What
Can somebody take my breath away? Hold me tight, lonely day. I've been searching for something to ease my mind, till you came along, never thought I'd find. Take me away in this moment when I'm here with you. Been chasing this feeling, now I feel brand new. Get on a plane, go wherever with you. Take me away in this moment when I'm here with you. Been chasing this feeling, now I feel brand new. Get on a plane, go wherever with you. Take me away. Take me away. Somebody just took my breath away. Held me so tight, it numbed my pain. I was searching for something to ease my mind. Didn't realize you're the one I'd find. Take me away in this moment when I'm here with you. Been chasing this feeling, now I feel brand new. Get on a plane, go wherever with you. Take me away in this moment when I'm here with you. Been chasing this feeling, now I feel brand new. Get on a plane, go wherever with you. Take me away. Take me away. You've taken me higher than I've ever been. You've taken me higher than I've ever been. You've taken me higher than I've ever been. You've taken me higher than I've ever been.
And what you did to me made me double take it right on my teeth. Had me burning in the 3rd degree. Made me rip off the heart on my sleeve.
I don't know if I can stand another night with you near my side. I can feel us tearing apart from the way you fucked my mind. I can clean my sanity. You're my enemy. You're my enemy. You fucked my mind, I can clean my sanity. You're my enemy.
I feel like my life is passing stand another night with you near my side. I can feel us tearing apart from the way.
Hello and welcome back to Shift Summer League. We are in Europe and we are down to one last series of league play. And sorry for saying that, but it all comes down to this. One more series to play, one more playoff spot to take. That's for lower bracket as well. None of that fancy upper bracket double elimination business. And to break it down, just very simply. First thing first, next series, fake German Amigos. We have just seen defeat Saudade, play versus Luna Galaxy. Fake German Amigos still within a chance to nab the playoff spot. Luna Galaxy guaranteed 4th seed. Our current scenarios are very simple. One more team for playoffs, Grid Serve Resolve. If fake German Amigos win, they're in. If Grid Serve Resolve loses versus Saudade, they're out. If fake German Amigos lose, Resolve wins, we go to a tiebreaker and we have to separate these teams by stats. If we're going to come to that, we're going to break those numbers down. But yeah, these are the basic rules of how it's going to go down. One final spot, one more series. Well, technically 2 more series to play. It's between those two and everything else has been decided.
I'll tell you what, Jarajam, I'm overjoyed that it has come down to the very last series. Rocket League always finds a way. It doesn't matter how many teams you have, how many matches they have to play. I can guarantee, I bet your bottom dollar, that in some way the final series, Stumpy, will have massive implications. And I do not trust Resolve against Saudade. So this really is fake German Amigos to lose, if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're currently seeing both these teams ultimately playing for their future. And both these teams have got a lot of past behind them as well. So can we have a little look and see how Resolve have been going through this tournament so far, through all of their current placements? Because we've seen them have a little bit of a journey, but realistically, they've stayed within like 3 spots for the entire run that they have had. Started in 6th, then they had, quite frankly, a shocker. They were hanging out in 8th and 9th for I think over half of the tournament. And then they've rocketed straight back up. They're now trying to play to get up into that 6th spot. And on the other side of things, fake German Amigos, when we look at their journey that they have been running through, it's been, I think, similar, but just different enough where we can put a little bit of distance between these two. So if we can get up these fake German Amigos standings as they have been coming in.
It's definitely a team on a slump, Resolve. And then fake German Amigos are a team that are digging their way out of a slump. They had a huge first week. They must have been feeling top of the world, 2nd after the first week with 2 wins and a loss. And then after that, they consolidated in the top 3 and then had a bit of a slide towards round 11. It's that last week they were 9th and suddenly they are on the cusp of getting it back to 6th. A huge turnaround from them. And Jarajam, I think that says a lot about their mentality, right?
Yeah, to go from the very top, pretty much 2nd place at the end of day 1, all the way to 9th, and that's elimination, really threatening elimination, to bouncing back in the last 2 days to make themselves into 6th. And by this point, for the final chance, we could see all of these teams together and different starts, but the Lady Luck has brought them all together for one final showdown. Not against each other, unfortunately. We would love to see German Amigos versus Resolve as the final series, but close.
I mean, look, you can see that they both actually took downtrends roughly the same time. It was that round 7, 8, 9 kind of vibes where they clearly must have run into those better teams, had those issues. Just a couple of problems hitting them both, but now they are fighting. They switched over the last round as well from 6th and 7th, trying to battle. Who's going to be making it through into our playoffs?
I think it's time to talk about the predictions. Folks, it's fake German Amigos who are on a roll, and who Natra said he needs to get back to them because they need to prepare. But it's tough. It's Luna Galaxy who, on one hand, plays for nothing right now. Whatever happens, high tide or low tide, I suppose, whichever of these goes, Luna Galaxy are sticking to 4th spot, upper bracket. This match changes nothing for them.
Well,
That's-
you say that, but I think momentum is a big factor, Jarajan. You know, as you can see from some of those swings that teams had, they lose one, they lose three. They win one, they win three. And Lunar Galaxy aren't exempt from that. And I think they'll be looking at Fake German Amigos as a team to build themselves some momentum going into next week. So by no means will Fake German Amigos have an easy one here. They'll be playing Lunar Galaxy, especially because they're playing with CRR. They're trying to impress each other, you know, maybe feeling about new teammates, looking to see how they are in these sort of tricky situations. I think, yeah, they're going to come out the blocks hot.
Well, I was going to start with, okay, Lunar Galaxy has nothing to play for, but
Have I convinced you?
but
go on.
I'm still going to
Let me hear
pick
your
them
but.
as the winner. It feels like that this team really has separated themselves from the rest of that, what it was, 6-9 crowd that we started the day with, 6-5-7, whichever the result was. All that block of
favorite
teams
number.
that really was incredibly close. They've stepped away from them, and they have deservedly taken that 4th spot. So this Luna Galaxy X complexity for me, they're going to take this one.
Yeah, I at the start of the day had Resolve taking the final spot, and that would therefore mean that we get a Lunar Galaxy win here, and also they then need to do their job. So I'm going to be sticking with LG Co. I think you got to look at the quality of the teams, and right now I've just been that bit more impressed with them.
I am going to predict Lunar Galaxy X complexity as well. Can we get our X's? Everyone get your X's across the board. Lunar Galaxy X complexity. I just think they're a little bit better. I think they're in slightly better form. And I really do believe in these guys with CRR. So yeah, give me them and let's see how it goes down.
Sorry, I'm going to rub my eyes. Nothing is in them really, but the fact that all three of us just predicted the same team.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's
that even
nice.
happened on this desk. At least today, it has not happened. Cole, we kept on picking a team that lost.
We do that
Stumpy
a lot,
kept on
don't
picking
we?
the team that's winning. Okay, yeah.
He
so
does
that's
that a lot,
fine.
And
doesn't he?
also, guys, I've also got 2 of the 3 teams that are making it in so far. And Resolve, they were my final team to make it in. So I might go double perfect on predictions. So we've got that to play for as well, lads.
You've got that to play for. We don't.
I'm just saying.
Everyone's
All right.
rooting for you, Stumpy. We like
Thanks,
it when
man.
you win.
Thanks, man.
Well, we love to see some Rocket League as well. So get your hands together if you're clapping at home. Get your typing fingers in the Twitch chat for the final series of the day and the final series of Shift Summer League play in Europe. It's Fake German Amigos versus Luna Galaxy X Complexity. Everything is on the line. Take it away.
Yep.
We
All
are
the
in the
marbles.
business end, Stumpy Goblin. Fake German Amigos have a chance to complete the turnaround. They were down in 9th on game match 6 or 7, I think it was, and they've had a big old bounce back. If they win this one, they guarantee themselves 6th position. If they lose, they still might get it if Resolve can get back to winning ways.
Yeah, and that is a very big if. I've predicted Resolve to make it through, but against Saudade, it's going to be hard. Seeing as earlier on today, they lost to Oxygen that had Snasky on that team. And then they also lost to Lunar Galaxy. They've only lost today, whereas on the side of Fake German Amigos, they lost to Jobless earlier, and then they won against Saudade. They were 1-1 against the Norton 2. I don't know. It feels very 50-50. Chat, who's making it through? Is it RSV in Resolve? Is it FGA for Fake German Amigos? Let me know. What are your breads looking like?
I'm very curious what the chat will be thinking. I've sneakily got the other broadcasts open so I can every now and then check how Resolve are getting on and keep things posted. Hopefully
Sure,
Resolve
sure.
win it so that Fake German Amigos also have to win it for maximum drama. But of course, we can't even control what's here. All we can do is watch what's here and wonder what's going on elsewhere.
Oh, lovely touch on the 1-2 with Atomic. That time after his previous redirect that ended up going in the previous series. Wasn't able to get that one sneaking through. In chat, I've had one for Fake German Amigos, I've had one for LG Co. So, quite even. But apparently, yeah, Cash is having a couple of computer issues as well. And he was saying they had some more blue screens today, which is not the colour screen that you would like.
Fair, yeah, no, to be fair, I've been mean to Grid Server Resolve, but if it is computer issues and tech issues, then sometimes you can't deal with that. But the team that are hoping they don't have tech Oz issues, that is Lunar Galaxy.
That's
Atomic
really
Tox
good.
and CRR up against the big bad Spaniard, who's been playing very well today. Can they deal with him and the rest of these Mechanical Wonder kids? In comes Atomic, booms it almost in, and it's just past the post. Oh,
So
still might
much
go in.
strength in the defense just to stay stoic and not let that ball rolling over the top of them.
We've got a review, actually, for our casting.
Okay, go on.
The review just says that it's like a 3-page spread as HB scores. We'll get to
Yeah.
that in a second, because more important, unfunny joke again.
Ah, unfunny joke alert. Everybody
Womp womp.
everybody sign the siren. Let the siren sing, whatever
Womp
you want to
womp.
say. The womp womp. All right, we'll do better for you, pal. This first minute 45, though, fake German Amigos taking first blood.
Yeah, lovely play from fake German Amigos. That's exactly what they needed. Get themselves going early. I believe it was Edgeby with the goal too, so he's still playing very hot today. Looking all the better player at this level since coming in. And I do think his team has improved since Edgeby has come in.
Yeah, Edgeby's really impressed me. He has been up there with one of the best Danish players that we currently have, I reckon.
What, Fischer kid?
No,
Siki.
Edgeby.
No, but
Still-
up there with which other Danish player?
Fruity.
Fischer kid or Siki?
Fruity.
Oh, Fruity. Okay.
Fruity.
The
Yeah,
other
but
one of
also
the-
there's not that many Danish players cutting about right now, so.
Exactly, that's what I was getting at. I can't really think of too many more. Oh, Rizex can't get there though. CRR, he's consistent, isn't he?
Yeah, see you later. That final defender as well, where CRR with 100 boost. Rizex may have actually got thrown off by getting that demo in the end. And that equalising goal from LG Cologne.
It's not looking good for Grid Serve Resolve in game 1 either. It's 2-0 to Saudade, so it might be that fake German Amigos can cruise to that top 6 with the all-post. That's 2-0 in game 1 as well, not 2-0 in the series. That would be a huge start right there for Saudade. We're going to stay over here with Atomic booming that one forwards over the top of Rizex, and Pekos in his Chavmobile. At least gets half a touch on it to send it towards its way. Let's compare it to CRR, but going to be too much of a turnaround right now for Lunar Galaxy X Complexity. It's all pretty even.
Very even so far. These final 2 minutes, but Atomic now trying to find CRR. Too many beans on that bad boy.
Too many beans
Sent it
again.
Just past, yeah, too many beans just past him. CRR touching it low with an interesting touch coming through from Togs. Drops it down towards Atomic. There's a lot more awkward. That one is even more awkward. Atomic is going wild on the ball on the side.
Ooh, CRR sends it to the right. Tox is up. Rizex beneath him. Atomic is lingering to the left, hoping the ball can come his way. Here comes Atomic with the strike, and it's in. And Lunar Galaxy have their lead.
It's good. That's what Americans would say, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's good.
What if it's not
And
good?
that was
What do they
good.
say then?
Oh, that wasn't good.
That was average, but it counts.
It counts.
2-1.
Do one.
You should do one, mate.
What on earth? This is cruel, isn't it?
Sorry. Sometimes I get carried away.
Long
trying to
shot.
show off to the viewers.
To Iclops. You're trying to show off to him.
Yeah, it's always
He'll
in.
never
it's always
like
in.
you.
Huh?
He'll never like you, by the way.
Please.
He will
Please.
never approve of what you're doing.
Rest of the chat likes me though. Zach Z Productions. He's a huge fan. Oh,
Oh,
I'm a huge fan
that-
of Edgeby, mate.
That was a toe punt. If a car could toe punt, that was it. Look at that, just so clearly with the hood of his Fennec, with the nose, just straight in. No
It's a real
dramas,
bishop.
no curl, no bending it like Beckham. Just toe punt it in.
No Beckham over here, but we are on Beckwith.
Oh,
No, it's actually
yeah, it's
Manfield.
not.
But it'd be good if it
Manfield.
was Beckwith. That'd be a lovely little thing.
The play would have been good if it.
Huh?
No, sorry, sorry.
What's? You're so
Fine.
rude. HB is
So we
playing.
do wanna.
Yeah, do. Well, that's not rude. Only because it rhymed with 2-1. That's literally the only reason.
And also, you'd like me to leave.
I'm mad because I really dislike you. You cause me displeasure.
That's fair. 45 seconds in this drawn-up game. CRR wanting to have a bit of magic, just like he had earlier on. Actually, the drop down in Andy's Tox and Orc position with low boost and a man bumping him. Not just bumping, a demo to remove the German.
This is an important goal right here. Rizex sends it long. Fake German Amigos give themselves a lead in game 1 because Grid Serve Resolve may well be about to
Oh my
take
gosh.
game 1. Barring a 0-second goal from Saudade, it will be Grid Serve Resolve taking it, and they have
They
taken
won.
it. So Grid Serve Resolve are keeping them in with a chance, and that goal from Fake German Amigos will hurt them.
They were down. They were 1-0 down. Or 2-0 down, sorry.
2-0 down, mate.
What? Oh, what a shot.
Rizex! Where's the reflexes, bro?
Yeah, Atomic hit that, I think, last series, and it's just found its way in.
What's happened here? Rizix, he tried
Oh,
to
that's
sort of
me
go
on the
around
goal
it.
line. That's
yeah,
me
he
on
should've
the
just double
goal.
jumped.
He was
forgot-
directly underneath it. That's awkward.
Well, he forgot that his car doesn't turn left. It sort of arcs left. And that arc took him away from it. Should have just stayed where he was and done a cheeky little double jump.
Yeah, maybe overthought it. Maybe it was going quicker than he thought. Regardless, that is going to be a late equaliser coming in favour of LGco HB. Does manage to keep that one as an equaliser.
Touch.
The touch and CRR keeps the pressure on. 1-2. Low on target, actually. And Tox played a little bit too ahead of that ball. Touches it down. Overtime. Game 1 in our final League Play Series.
I'm curious from the chat who people are rooting to make it into the playoffs. Grid Serve Resolve or Fake German Amigos. If you're rooting for Fake German Amigos, you are desperate for them to take this first game, or the pressure ramps right back up. Atomic's making that tricky, though. He's bumping the ball! Bullying them off the pitch!
Oh, you hate to see it if you're a fan. And then that final touch, that one there, and then into the bump on Edby. He toe punts him straight down. Atomic, the winning goal for LGco.
Honestly, Atomic may well be one of my favourite players because he doesn't constantly
great.
look like he's full of flair. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's not like
I agree.
pirouetting around everywhere and thinking, wow, this guy's mechanically amazing. Do you know what I mean? Like sort of Gimmick back in the day or Zen now, someone who any second looks like they're going to do something. But once or twice a game, he does just do something. It's efficient, it's clean. And when he strikes, very few teams in Mod Rocket League can stop him.
We're looking as well at the other match that's going on. We've just seen Eugen score for Saudade against Grid Serve Resolve. Fair play to them, by the way. We didn't really talk about it a huge amount, but Resolve were 2-0 down with like 2.5 minutes left, and they brought it back 3-2 in regulation. That is very impressive for a team that, no offense to them, have very little comeback ability.
Yeah, well, winning when playing bad is the sign of champions. And Grid Serve Resolve, they'll still be fancying themselves to win this tournament when they have players and a team that's achieved as much as they have in this game, being at the very top for such a long time. They'll be backing themselves 100% to turn this around, which does mean that Fake German Amigos are going to need to get into their own heads, take down Lunar Galaxy X Complexity, but they're not an easy team to beat.
Not at all. I mean, yeah. I like that also we've got teams that are playing teams of like a similar ability in this. Like we've not got like Resolve right now playing against if it was a fully fledged auction against 100%. Every team has got full right to win their individual series, and that makes it feel so much tighter. Even though they've all played a double round robin, they've all played the exact same games in the end. It just so happens that this final round is the most important one with that recency bias.
Oh, CRR just watches that one goes wide of the goal. He'd have had to have the reflexes there that Rizix didn't have earlier if it was going on target, because I'm not sure he would have been able to go round it and get the touch if it was going in. Now here he's on the other side, but doesn't get that first touch. More good pace here from Fake German Amigos. They're certainly showing moments. Edsby's still the most likely. Losing that game will make things exponentially tougher.
Little update from the Saudade versus Resolve game. Cash scored 1 to equalise it, and then Mitza is now back with it. 2-1 in favour of Saudade. And bear in mind that you can go and watch the Resolve stream as well. That is over at twitch.tv/ResolvePOV if you want to hear their casters going crazy. Because I think they've probably got Jeff on the mic again, which would be a lot of fun.
They have, yeah. I saw him earlier on there doing the one-man pre-show. Absolutely smashing it. We love Jeff. We love Jeff. We love all the CEOs. All the CEOs in Rocket League.
CEOs, COOs, whatever else. All of them. All the letters.
See Oreos. That's what I want to do. I'm hungry.
You don't like Oreos?
I think they're overrated. I wouldn't not eat one.
Oh, yeah, because you're fat.
Yeah, famously so. I like that joke. I don't know if it's funnier or less funny when I'm actually in shape. I don't know. I don't know how that swings.
I think it's funny both ways.
Oh, that one's going in, but not for long because Tox was waiting. Here comes Rizix. Fake German Amigos have been, I'd say, shading it so far in game number 2. They're on Salty Shore's Dusk, I think. Atomic. What's that touch up? Rizix is there. It's going to go downwards. Edgeby's waiting. He's got no boost, so instead, leaves that to Tekos. I love that. Those little calm moments. Excellent.
Nice touch from that save. Stops him going top corner. Rizix with the another touch of his own, chipping it high onto potentially the reset. Instead, tries to go for the catch. With Atomic low on boost, Edgeby can come in,
demo!
but that block and the demo. Atomic with no boost gets it central for Tox.
Look at this. Edgeby thinks he's got it. He thinks he's got it. And he didn't. It was the clean challenge from Atomic. As I'm talking about earlier, look at the ball off the play. You know, look at the player off the play, and you will seem well smart. What a challenge that is from Atomic.
Saudade are 3-1 up against Resolve in this game
Whoa.
number 2. So Saudade are doing well, as are LG Co. 2-0 in favour of them.
Can I tell you the worst timeline right now for the sake of this tournament?
Go on.
Fake German Amigos lose, and Soda Grid serve Resolve. So it's like, oh, they didn't have to win to make it. Well
it
done.
yeah, it
You've
doesn't
flopped
matter
over the
anyway.
finish line.
Yeah, that's true. Might happen. Probably will happen.
Probably will happen.
is
Love
a
and lost
shame.
these guys.
So if they both lose, I'm sure there's. Oh my! What? How fast was this?
Pong.
110.
200 miles per hour.
Oh, I've not got speed on it.
I've got it,
102.
102 miles per hour.
What's that in kilometers?
I don't know, like 300?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people think that. Oh, 164. Wow. I feel like a lot of people think that we use like kilometers per hour here in the UK. I saw a tweet about that the other day, and they were talking about like kilometers. I think I was watching a map guessing game on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching that, and there's a streamer, and they were like, "Oh, it's kilometers. So it might be like it's somewhere in Europe," and then they guessed the UK. And I was like, no, we don't use that. I don't know why we don't use that. We just don't.
We use it for running.
Yeah, yeah, we use it for running. I think we're actually, on the whole, worse for measurements than the US.
Yeah, probably.
we use so many different kinds, but
That's
like
the
the same
problem.
thing too.
Like, I don't know what weight is unless it's stone.
I know,
Do you know what
I'm
I mean?
all about
So-
kilograms on that.
So I know that you're 15 stone. I can relate to that. But if you tell me you're 250 kg, it means nothing to me, mate.
Yes, I've gone towards kilograms for that because kilograms is just easier for me to remember because I never remember how many pounds are in a stone. Is it 12 or is it 16? Oh my god!
Stop
Another banger of an own goal! Why did you hit that?
Sake. Is this some sort of joke
What
to you,
are you
Tekos?
doing?
What are you doing, mate? That wasn't very techie teenager of him.
What are you doing? Get that in the montage. Get that in the montage.
Production, track it, shift, Jens. There's not much to report on this game. It's 5-0, but there was the own goal. It was a
Do you wanna
Tekos
know-
moment.
Do you know about the other series that's happening?
Yeah, tell me.
We just saw Raziz score a 0-second goal to make it 4-2, so they lost anyway.
Oh, man, harsh.
Yeah. Okay. Shame.
But
Happened.
can fake German Amigos come back in game number 2?
No.
If they keep on fighting,
No,
there
no,
might be a
no.
chance, but
So
they
we
have to
use-
score now. Or
So
they
we
have to
use,
score now.
Like stone for people weight, stones and pounds.
Yeah,
Then
that's what
America
I
just uses pounds. They don't get involved with the stones malarkey,
I
which
thought
I
it
actually.
was stones and ounces. Is it stones and pounds?
There's ounces in a pound as well.
Oh, right. So
Yeah.
if you're like, if you're like 15 and a half stone,
Yeah.
what's the half? That's pounds, is it?
So 15.5 stone would then be 15 stone 7 pounds.
That's pounds.
But then if you see 15.7 stone, you then don't know if that's, or you don't know if that's 15 stone 7 pounds, or if that's 0.7 of a stone, which is broken into 14ths. It's ridiculous. I hate it. I really don't like it. They're not
I
coming back.
see.
by
If
the way.
it's in a half, is it half of 14 or half?
Yeah,
of...
exactly. It's out.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I much prefer kilograms to that, or just pounds. Like just go all pounds or all kilograms. I like that. I'm fine with that.
I never thought of it like that. What about all grams?
Grams is just redundant, but I understand where
Really?
you're coming from.
You calling my gramps redundant? Right,
They're
they've
not
scored 3,
actually
mate.
doing
Sorry,
it.
they've
They're
scored
not
3.
actually doing it. No, they're not actually not doing it. They're not.
They have
They're
just got a
not.
third.
No, they're not doing it. They're
What do
not
we
doing
think?
it.
W or L for the Blues? I'm going W, mate. I'm switching up.
You think they're doing it?
I think they're
Mate,
doing
they're
it.
not
This could be
doing
the
it.
biggest comeback
They're not
maybe
doing it.
in Rocket League esports history. Come
They're not
on.
doing-
Come on, Tekos. Good
Surely.
kickoff. Nice default kickoff. Here comes
Surely.
Rizex. Score! Oh, that's so loopy.
Oh,
But Atomic's touch is
oh,
poor.
oh,
No,
what?
It's actually really good.
What a turnaround, mate. Atomic knew this was happening the entire time. He was going for the self-assist,
Yeah, he
set up
was.
Psycho.
Did it?
He
It's
was
a shame
going for it.
Shame that it bounced. Tox didn't make it a self-assist, set up Psycho no bounce. Had to roll.
Shame.
Great casting that I called it a poor touch. That'll go down well.
Yeah. Oh, we see that on the subreddit. That'll make us popular. Just in time for World. Oh my god, Atomic has been practicing his
Poor
redirect, you know.
touch. Really poor touch there from Atomic.
Terrible touch, ugly touch.
Ugly. Filthy. All right, there's still a chance. Go on, Rizex.
Oh, what a block!
Oh, no more chances. It's over. It's done.
It's Jova. Is it Jova? Yep.
It's definitely Jova. 7-3.
10
What a match.
goals.
Never in doubt.
On the Resolve Saudade series, minute and a half gone. Resolve currently lead. Never mind. They are now drawing with Saudade as Mitza just scored.
Yeah, lovely little goal from Mitza as well. I'm watching it now. Eugene got it towards Mitza. Mitza's up. He gets the old-fashioned tap and smash past Ivan, who was floating in the air and couldn't get near it.
Oh, they're slowing it down.
Requested a new server, so after this game there'll be a little bit of a delay.
A bit
And
of a
in
break.
that delay, when we come back, we're going to have a reverse sweep attempt for fake German Amigos to keep things in their own hands. In their
You said
own
dub
hands.
or L. You said dub or L a little bit earlier.
Well, I said W, not double L.
Dub or L. What else is going on? I need to remove some of these streams from my thing that I've got up.
Oh, some of them. Oh, have you got all of them? So that some of them are just like
I've
half
got
as big as they need
8
to be.
streams on one of my screens. There we go.
So cool, man. Well, this
Okay,
game
then.
started with Tox getting a huge demo,
that.
then being there for the redirect. It was only 1-0 up until 2 minutes 50. It's funny how goals come in a flurry.
It is.
The
That
flurry
is
machine
funny.
is
You're
always
right.
working, unlike a popular fast food establishment.
Ah, very nice. They've recently released a new flurry.
Are they?
Yeah.
What's that?
I cannot tell you without saying brands. I'm going to be
I mean,
completely
we have
honest.
said M&M's. Is it M&M? Because that one we've already
It's
written
not.
off.
It's
Ah,
not. We've already
shame.
paid the money to the M&M man.
Yeah, yeah. But which one? The brown chocolate one or the yellow chocolate one? We'll never
No,
know.
it's a the white chocolate like button brand, or the white
Oh.
chocolate like bar brand
Yeah. The one with the kid in the cowboy hat.
with strawberry. Strawberry. It's really nice. I had it the other day. It's
tried
very
it?
good.
Yeah, are you into your white chocolate? I can see you hate that.
No, I like the white chocolate's got a place. I like white chocolate. Yeah, I had a
Fair.
very good white chocolate ice cream the other day. And that was delicious.
Tell us about that while I get us into this lobby.
Okay. It was an outlet mall near me. And it was a brand, popular chocolate brand from Switzerland that make the little balls full of with the little liquid inside, little truffly.
I don't like them.
Why?
Too soft. I need firmness in my chocolate.
Anyway,
What do
it's
you mean?
delicious.
Sorry, okay, I do like them. I'm wrong.
Yeah,
to have
thank
that
you. You are
opinion.
wrong. I agree.
Weird little man,
So I had
aren't you?
that.
Thank you, Crispy.
That was
W
there
raid.
was like a twisty swirl with some hazelnut with that filling, but it's sort of a chocolate sauce kind of vibe, it was around the top.
Yeah.
Amazing, so good. And inside the cone was also melted chocolate, just straight up melted chocolate.
Was this at a fancy ice cream place?
It was that shop, the shop I'm on about, the brand that I'm on about, that has just been mentioned in chat. It was that, as a shop.
Oh, it's got a shop.
Yeah, it was a shop.
Ah,
but it
I
had
see.
straight up melted chocolate in it, and it was
I wouldn't like that shop.
bellissimo.
Honestly, I don't care. I think I'd rather have not fully cheap chocolate. I don't like nasty American chocolate.
Oh,
Yeah,
grim,
it-
sick
Yeah,
tasting
not-
chocolate.
Yeah, exactly. Not that.
Von
I
choc.
choose.
Yeah.
But I do like cheaper chocolate than I prefer common glass and a half chocolate to really creamy, pretends it's posh, but it still comes from the local shop chocolate,
Glass
and there's
and a
also a
half.
space name.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the name.
the
That's-
classic purple.
Yeah, the classic. I
Okay,
prefer
yeah,
classic purple chocolate to brown.
But that's still a really
wrapper
good chocolate. That's still a very nice chocolate. I think that's the thing. That's still
But it's less
nice.
creamy. It's less creamy
It's less
than
creamy.
universally named
Would
one.
you say the chocolate that is not a universe, but smaller than that?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
Oh,
the one that we reside in.
no,
The one that
no,
lots
no,
of
no.
other chocolates reside
No,
in.
no. I'm talking about the overarching thing. Another term. So not a universe, not the one that we reside in, but the term for the thing that we reside in. That's not the name for it. The general term for what that is.
So
Which is-
in the
which is-
universe,
which
there's
is now
lots
in
of these
chat.
things. Yeah, that's the one I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. That I prefer glass and a half to that one.
No, but you were saying the one that the same person who just said that brand, the one that they said in their previous message.
You can say names to make just a bit simpler.
The Rush Still Wonder, his first message, or sorry, their first message, that ends in bro. That's what you said, the one that we live in.
No, I didn't. I was
Yes, you
talking
did.
about. Oh, okay, do you know what?
That's what
Maybe
you're
I
on.
did.
Okay, that's what
All
I
right,
thought you meant.
Maybe I did. I guess I did. I cannot, in all good conscience, deny that
Okay.
because I might well have done.
So you're saying that you prefer purple to universe?
I prefer purple to small clusters of things within the universe, of which the
Yeah.
planet and Mars and all of those reside within.
Can't say a
There's-
brand.
No, I'm not. I'm saying about the planet, and I
Yeah.
don't believe the planet Mars has yet been bought by Elon Musk.
We don't want to pay the Mars man. We've already paid the M&M man. All right, we cannot afford to pay the Mars
Marshall
man.
Mathers.
Crumbs.
Resolve are winning by 2-1. So it is starting to look like fake German Amigos are gonna need the reverse sweep. Oh, can they do it? Oh my goodness.
You
And
keep
Dairy
going.
Milk's better than Galaxy. There, I said it.
No, we have to pay the chocolate man.
I'll be the chocolate man. It's a good game so far. 15 seconds in, plenty gone on. We haven't talked about it, and now we shall.
And I'm going to be intrigued to see if Fate Joe and Amigos are going to be able to bring it back as much as they did in the previous game. They brought back, what, 3 goals in, like, honestly, 20 seconds or something. So I'd like to see if they can continue that. And that mid-air bump opens up Rizex for the opener and the goal that they need to kick off their comeback.
Yeah, cheeky little assist there from Tekos. Look how much height he got on that one. And Rizex with a beautiful new car, looking like a surfer dude with all those colours. And also his little banner is a surfboard with a bite taken out of it, presumably by a shark or something similar. He's looking good. He's looking like he's on the beach right now, just enjoying his Rocket League. Would you play Rocket League on a beach?
No, I'd rather just be on the beach.
I'd play Rocket League on the beach.
Would you take your laptop to the beach?
No, I wouldn't physically take something with me to play on the beach. But I mean, in a world where, say there's float screens that are super light and you got your controller, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just there. I would happily play, enjoy the sun, glasses on, I'm drowning in sun cream, and I'm just playing a little bit of Rocket League. As opposed to reading a book or whatever. I think that's fine.
Fair enough. There's a minute gone. We're going to need to see more magic. And Toy wants to be the man who's going to be starting that off. I think LG Co still have got that advantage. Obviously, they've still got those 2 games.
Oh.
But then they're also just playing in general better today.
Yeah, they are. They're looking like the better team. Atomic's bumped out of the way, but Tox managed to throw the dart and find his man, who then had to do a 180 to get back into the play. Tekos up against Atomic, though. Tekos almost gets that touch. SB's waiting underneath it. The man's got pace, he's got speed, he's got guile, but he doesn't have the ball.
And game number 4, by the way, Saudade are leading with a minute and 15 gone. Oh, and CRR can't finish it.
So close there for CRR, but now down the other end, it's Tekos. He tries to complete the counter-attack. Togs baps it away.
Midfield from CRR tries to chase that. Tox has to go up somewhat awkwardly, gets one, not the second. Past Tekos. So he just wants to pinch this against the back wall to send it down. Can't quite do that. And then actually sends it back towards his own net, giving Edgeby an opening.
He's there. Oh, he's charged down by Tox. That could be a goal.
Whoa.
Tekos, thankfully, was in the correct place. And now it's Atomic, and it does start to look like Lunar Galaxy X Complexity have got this one in their hands.
Approaching half-time. Still these 2 teams drawn absolutely level. Tekos, right-hand wing. Sees Tox, central. Atomic, then is going to dive in. Central again. A lot of these passes really aren't working out for anybody in LG Co, but their pressure is still all them.
Yeah, I also feel like CRR could have just shot there. He tried to be clever and go to the back ball, but it was red. And now Atomic comes forward. Will there be any more opportunities to shoot cleanly? Am I right or am I right, Stumpy Goblin?
Oh my word, that angle. How, just whips around, gets
Whips.
the boost, and then shoots over the top of Edgeby. No chance. That is such an angle.
My man has been doing his shots you shouldn't miss. Tox you shouldn't miss.
Nice. And he didn't.
Tekos, though. He did miss. Just about. It was well saved. Edgeby gets that one back. Rizex up against Tox in a race. Almost there. Rizex should get this next hit as well. He's just dancing with them. Maybe fake German Amigos a bit frustrated, but it does seem that Lunar Galaxy X Complexity are toying with them and freestyling everywhere. They're all up. They all fancy it. They're going to overcommit. Somehow not.
I mean, they did overcommit, but they didn't concede from it by the skin of their teeth from Tox. Atomic now sending that one down. Tekel's right-hand side has to challenge versus Atomic. Sends him low. Edgeby gets rid of CRR. The net finds itself much more open, but Tekos plays a little bit too greedily, and CRR can continue it down into the blue half.
Rizix now needs to get something going for Fake German Amigos. It's now or never, it would seem. 0-3 would be a sad end to their competition, especially as Grid Serve Resolve. They are equal in Game 4 and 2-1 up in games. Looking more likely to take that series against Saudade, who are now down and out.
Minute 15 for a goal to be brought back for Fake German Amigos. Edgeby has to go for this one, sends it low towards Tekos, has boost, has time, decent amount of space. CRR is drawn in with 100 boost, so he can then pick up one more and then continue down the pitch, and this is where he is most terrifying.
Grid Serve Resolve take the lead in that game, so as it stands, Fake German Amigos are going out unless they can find something in the next 55 seconds. They won't know that yet, but they'll be desperate to get back into this series anyway.
The nice pass back to us, great vision, sees Tox at the back. Atomic Central, CRR's there, shoots it, opposite bottom corner, Edgeby keeps FGA in it.
Edgeby has Rizix in the center, can he find him? No, he just bumps him out of the way, opening the door for Tox. Atomic's already up, CRR's up as well! Huge pre-jumps going on all over the place, it's so risky though.
Too risky, if you're asking me. They need to just keep this composure. Don't get silly. One goal can change the entire look of this series, and that one's going to be going dead on target. What a dunk from LG Code.
And now, suddenly, my eyes at least, they turn to the Grid Serve Resolve Saudade match, where 50 seconds separate Grid Serve Resolve from somehow surviving in the top 6 of the Shift Summer League.
A spot in the playoffs is on the card for Resolve after what we saw from them in days 1 through 6, essentially. Final 10 them in this series. Tox to the back ball, clears it around 1 and the second. The third will make contact. No, he won't. Edgeby, no touch. LG Co take down Fake German Amigos. 3 games, 2-0. And an equalizing shot finds its way in for Saudade. 2-2. 30 seconds left in that series that I believe we are jumping into pretty much immediately.
Is that the case? I hope so. If we can do that, let's do that. That'd be great. Because right now, you know, I'm trying to do sort of hosting and casting and that, but my eyes are definitely watching Grid Serve Resolve 2, Saudade 2 as well. That was won cleanly by LG Co. Yeah, that'll do. Lovely goal. Boom. Next.
Wait.
Let's see what happens.
Final 10 seconds, though. We're looking at 2-2 with Resolve, and Saudade. Final 5 now. Cleared along the right-hand side down the pitch. Probably going to be going to overtime. Watching it down in this tiny little square on my monitor. Midfield up. 1 on target. No, above the crossbar. A chance for Saudade to win it at 0 seconds.
As a reminder, in case you're wondering why we're casting another series, if Saudade win this, then Fake German Amigos go through. They do FGA a favor. Grid Serve Resolve are 1 goal away from putting themselves through in the top 6 and eliminating Fake German Amigos. Can they get it? Razias round the corner. He has Eugen in front of him, gets it past him. It's blocked by Mitzer at the near post. Ivan comes in, tries to tackle Sizen. There's all sorts of bumps and shenanigans going on. But Razias just takes control, sends it to the side.
Going to be intrigued to see if Resolve can actually make sure that they clear this one out as soon as they can. Guys, we're going to try and get into this series as soon as we can. Jarjam, I know that you're here as well. What has the feeling of this series been like so far to you? Yep.
In the previous series that we've seen him on screen, and that is the ability to really close it down and cool it down. Their day has been filled with mistakes, and it is right now where the champions are getting separated from those who are outside of the playoffs. They need to take this one out, and this overtime just keeps on going for our entertainment.
Yeah, it does indeed. There's another chance here. Cash just had complete control of the ball a second ago with 2 Saudade players defending in front of him. That's where Cash does his best work. Great bump there. Razia shoots. Cash is round the corner now. It's saved at the near post again. All the pressure coming in right now from Grid Serve Resolve. Saudade saying a live stumpy, but it's just about.
Very much just about. Razia's their chance for a little bit of a reset. For a minute and 30 into this overtime, Sizen gets it central. Very scarily dribbles in front of his own net. I think it's banged long by Mitzer. Mitzer still, how has he been in this series, Jam? Has he been decent? Has he been good? And have you been keeping a good eye on it?
Yeah, currently looking at, he has scored a goal in every single one of the games. Well, one specifically in every single game. Also, for everybody watching right now, you're watching our faces, not the match, purely because we cannot join the lobby in the middle of the game. That's going to affect the gameplay, and we never want to just fiddle with the game integrity and competitive integrity.
Twitch.tv/Resolve POV is the one I'm currently watching. If you want to see this from GridServe Resolve's perspective, Ivan takes a touch, could be the flip reset to break fake German Amigos' hearts and Saudades. Not quite on that occasion. Rizzi is there over the top. Mitza is just desperate defending right now for Saudade. Surely, Stumpy, Resolve, put this to bed soon.
Surely. Yeah, everybody head over towards Resolve POV. Have a little look there. Keep this one open too, obviously, so we can do a little post show with you guys. But this is where the action is. It's such a shame that we can't join them halfway through. It's Ivan now going midfield with it, instead blocked out by Mitza. Razier's keeping a lot of pressure on. Everybody on Resolve keeping a lot of pressure on. And for us, Saudade, they clear it away, and they abate the pressure for what, like 10 seconds? And then it's just immediately back in their half.
This is what I expected for GridServe Resolve. Not necessarily winning everything, but all the pressure that they have. All three players in complete cahoots. There was just a moment there where Cash could have got a poor touch. Left it for a seamer. There is now a shot, though, for Saudade, who somehow got the ball down the other end for once. And there's a triple commit from GridServe Resolve, but it works out well. The pinch sends it right back into orange territory. Cash is up against Sizen. Sizen wins that race, though. Mitzer up against Raziers. Cash could kill it here. Cash has a chance. Cash misses. Get that man a new computer, Jeff. Blue screen at the worst time.
There's also, I've just read in the Discord that if Resolve win 3-2, so if this goes to 5 and Resolve get the win, because of the head-to-head game diff between them and fake German Amigos will be going through instead. Because of that head-to-head game diff. They have to win this,
This game.
This game.
So it all comes down, the final goal essentially of league play.
Yes.
Wow. GridServe Resolve should have just had it. Cash had a mammoth chance, but now it's Eugen down back in blue territory. Razia slows things down. Whenever Saudade come forward, it does seem that they've only got one attacker, whereas GridServe Resolve constantly Stumpy have 3.
Oh my gosh, 4 minutes in, man. It's always happening. Of course it comes down to like a 5-minute OT, though, at the end.
Huge block. Ivan now has it in his own corner, gets it through a couple of them, but Eugen was too quick to allow that to happen. There's a couple of bumps going on in the Saudade goal.
I was wrong on something, by the way. I just want to clarify. What I just said was if they're both finished on game 5, that has not happened. So if Resolve win the series, they go through to playoffs. If Saudade win, then fake German Amigos go through.
So it's win and in, right?
So
now,
yeah, it's win series Resolve. And in. Yeah, exactly. Oh, what a touch!
Oh my god!
Yeah, win and in for Resolve here. If they don't win, that's going to be fake German Amigos going through.
Little touch from Ivan in the center. Went from his own ceiling. It was risky, but these pros do that so well. Now his Cash. This is just waiting for his touch into the goal line. Oh, there's a double tap attempt on the side by Raziers. Raziers still feeling confident going for these solo plays, but defended well again by Saudade. Oh no, he's sneaking in! Oh, Ivan on the goal line.
Oh, my heart. My tiki-ticker. It is on the edge of the seat, and right now this shot could have been it as well. Saudade looking for their aerial place. What I love about their movement is just a lot of just ring around the rosy. They never stop with the ball. They always put it back into the play for a couple of passes. How about this one?
Oh, hello.
Touch.
Oh,
He's got to slow it down. Cash, get him. Almost the bump on Mitza. Ivan shoots. Ivan takes it for GridServe Resolve. After 5 minutes and 36 seconds, GridServe Resolve make it through to the playoffs in 6th.
Wow.
That's not what they wanted, was it? That was very close, Jam.
Take it, though. Take it.
Yeah. Amazing stuff from GridServe Resolve. We're looking at game number 1. Folks, rather, you haven't looked at the game number 1 because we have been showing the other series. Resolve reverse swept that game, after going down by 2, bringing it back with 3 goals in a row. And without that game number 1, who knows how the series would have gone. Brilliantly played from Resolve. They showed, and I'm not afraid to say it, they've showed a lot of Resolve to make it into the playoffs, the last possible spot.
I don't appreciate the pun, but I do appreciate the win right there from GridServe Resolve. I hope they have the mother of all resets next week, and they come back strong, they come back scary, and they take. So I believe that they've only got one life in the playoffs, right? And the top two teams have
correct.
two. So
Correct,
it is
yeah.
last chance saloon all over again for them. But hey, they're used to that now. So they're used to that in this format.
All right.
man.
I need to quickly check like what's even happening. So we might have mentioned this already, but the top 4 in the matches for the top 4 are already clarified. 100% was going to be playing Luna Galaxy. Jobless will be playing Oxygen Esports, and we're going to be bringing a very beautiful graphic on your screens as well. And Espartaco is going to be Espartaco, as well as the freshly joined Resolve, are going to be playing the losers of those upper brackets that I have just mentioned. Everybody is decided. Let's bring perhaps those standings in if they are ready, because it has been moving a lot. We have been down to literally just these teams, not ready with the standings yet, as the production says. So we're just going to waffle just a little bit. We do know a couple of things for sure, and that is Saudade, Fake German Amigos, Endpoint CX, and JJ Rocks are out and not making it into the playoffs, while literally last minute. Ritzer Resolve, 11th hour, I think is the actual phrase. 11th hour for Resolve. They make it in 6th spot. Joins Espartaco, Luna Galaxy, Oxygen, Jobless, and 100%.
I think they did it at like the 12th or 13th hour, to be completely honest. Like,
At this point, yeah.
that was the last time they could have possibly got it. But winning in, that's going to be a confidence maker for Resolve. It's a shame to not see Fake German Amigos in there in the end. They were a brilliant team. They just had a couple of off days. That's what league play can do to you. You'd rather it be, they took them 3 or 4 series, and that's what they lost it on, rather than it being a single individual series or a single individual game across a couple of weeks as well. So Fake German Amigos still a stunning team. Very exciting to watch them. They just will not be being represented in our playoffs.
It's brutal though, isn't it? You have a couple of losses here and there. One performance, one goal goes astray. Who knows? Maybe if Cash, I think it was, hadn't got that 6-minute overtime winner, then Saudade would have come back, and it'd be Fake German Amigos in. Do you know what I mean? The roll of the dice, the swing of the pendulum puts one team in, another team out.
We're gonna get a very unfortunate picture for Fake German Amigos. Take a look at that 6 and 7, tied on wins and losses, and it was literally the game differential that in the end have separated them. We could have gone even closer. There was a possibility that both the series 7 and 11, as well as the game differential, whatever that would have been tied. We would have gone to head to separate these two teams. In which case, if I'm not mistaken, FGA was taking this one.
Yeah, don't ask us, mate. We don't know. Like, we'll let the admins worry about that one.
Fair enough. But yeah, here are your standings for the league play. 100% taking the number 1 spot yesterday and keeping it until the very end. Jobless sneaking into the 2nd position by the virtue of Oxygen losing 2 series today, or at least still playing in one of them, if I'm not mistaken. We do have the latest results, and that is indeed Oxygen lost the series versus JJ Rocks and versus Espartaco, meaning they've moved down to the 3rd spot. LGCO or your Luna Galaxy X Complexity with the 4th spot upper bracket. That is the 4 teams. Espartaco have gotten their spot in the lower bracket earlier already, and it was down to Resolve and Fake German Amigos to separate the best from the rest. Saudade, Endpoint, and JJ Rocks closing down the standings. But that's just the league play. Imagine you've just had what felt like the main dish and perhaps a little bit of dessert, as we did a little radio cast of that other series. And we still have the playoffs. Double elimination, and Stumpy, did I hear it right? A bracket reset.
A bracket reset. Exactly, yeah. So the upper team, there's going to be a slightly different format from what you guys have seen. So the upper teams, so we obviously have 100% Luna Galaxy X Complexity, Jobless, and Oxygen. Whoever loses that, they then play either one of Espartaco or Resolve. That will then obviously settle out 2 teams. They'll then go through to the lower bracket semi-final. The winner of those upper bracket semi-finals with our top 4 teams, they then skip through, go straight to the upper bracket final, and then they need to win 1 more, and they then go through to the grand final. If they lose the upper bracket final, they go down to a lower bracket final. They maintain their 2 lives throughout. That is why we were saying the entire time that top 4 is so important, because you lock in another life. If you're coming from the lower bracket at any point in this, you then need to win that grand finals twice against the upper bracket team to then take home the goods.
I'm currently looking at North America. Let's maybe show the schedule, folks. We are not done yet with Shift Summer League. We're not done yet with League Play. EU is done. North America is still wide open. When I say wide open, we have one team for the upper bracket. We have one team for lower bracket. We have one team eliminated. 7 teams still are going to play for everything. Later today at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, in about 3 hours, right here on this channel, Hootie Hoo, Spaceman, and Corelli are going to be leading that charge. That's it for this week, but get your calendars ready. You need to see this next week. Monday, Shiftcast returns yet again. The boys at Shift RLE are going to be talking about what has just happened this week, talking about Rocket League in general, perhaps even have a guest or 2, 3. We're going to find out who's that going to be. And of course, on Tuesday, right here, 7 p.m. Central European Summer Time, it is the first day of playoffs. Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central European, second day of the playoffs. We're going to be showcasing it here as well on the secondary channel. We're going to be having 2 streams going at the same time because there's a lot of games to show. We have upper brackets, lower brackets. Oh, okay. I've just been told indeed in the ear that it's you boys. It's you boys, or your channel specifically, who's going to be showcasing
Production
the
asked when you were
stream
AFK, and I was like, yeah, hell yeah.
Wait, is it actually really?
Yeah, mate.
Oh, cool.
Farming.
Fair enough.
Farming viewers in the B
I had
stream.
literally no idea about that, but sick. All right,
Yeah,
fair
I wasn't
enough.
keeping it from you. It's like you were away, and then I forgot to mention it. Like, yeah, that's what
fine.
happened.
That's all right. Yeah, cool. All right, wait, everybody go follow twitch.tv/subpar, but in HD.
Yeah, we can say that now, can't we? Yeah, do you know
Yeah.
what? Go follow that. Go and give that a watch right now. Good stream, that.
Yeah.
All this time you've been just keeping it like low, trying not to advertise your stream, but right now, like subpar, but
No, I
follow,
genuinely
subscribe.
had no idea that was happening.
I forgot to mention that one
I
after
heard
I
our
agreed with you at
producer say in
AFK.
our ear, "Oh, it's gonna be."
All right, we knew
Also,
that. We knew that.
Can you be heard on stream, or are we just like stopping and listening to ourselves?
No.
No, okay, yeah, we can't be heard on stream. But yeah, regardless, yeah, go follow Subpar but in HD.
Exactly.
Also,
Follow
what's Cole's
Subpar
stream?
HD.
Because he also streams. So yeah, go do that.
Yeah, wow. So 6 weeks. That's not right. 6 days of League Play, 3 weeks in total. We separated 6 teams going into the playoffs from the 4 teams who are unfortunately left out. It's a big and loaded question, but gents, favorite moment from League Play?
I'm gonna go with
you've got
all 7 or 8 of our own goals that we saw, because I think it was in the last 2 weeks, this week and last week, we saw some screamers. We saw like some tricklers from the opposite half. We saw Tekos today absolutely slam it in the top corner. Yeah, to me, it's got to be the own goals, and also all of the teams trying their absolute best to get through to the top 6. And I believe that we do have our best top 6 teams. And also, I just want to say, I correctly predicted every single correct winner, and also the 3 extra teams that are going to be making it in today. So I went double perfect on
Fair
predictions.
play.
Let's go me.
He is perfect. My favorite moment was whatever series it was when it was just an absolute mess. It might have been it was the Battle of the Ivans. The Battle of the Ivans for me. That was like that is going on my cast. I don't even have a caster reel, but I will make it and I will just
Optimus
show
Prime them.
that 45-minute series. Like, watch this, hire me, job done. Sub to sub. Follow subpar. Probably shouldn't say sub to subpar. That's probably one step too far.
A little bit too much. God, yeah, that series was something else. The amount of the Ivan shenanigans was through the roof. Honestly, my favorite moments from League Play is being here with you, Stumpy, Cole.
Oh,
you have been
okay. I thought you were going to say
absolutely-
Stumpy and leave me hanging. That'd have been the jar of jam that we've seen today.
That would have been great.
Oh.
Yeah, today maybe I've been just a little bit harsh, but no, guys,
Jar
both
of jerk.
You, no,
That was mean.
never.
That was horrible.
Oh, I've lost
I'm
the
also-
people. Classic me.
Of course, I'm also going to mention our wonderful production. Gummer has been pressing the buttons, making sure the games are crisp. The sound is crisper than that. Our admin team, everybody who has been doing it behind the scenes. And big old shout outs to Hootie Hoo, Corelli, Spaceman. Oh, they've got quite a task later on in the day. Again, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's OG Esports versus G2 Stride opening the day. But from us here on the desk on EU Shift Summer League, it's good night for today. We'll see you next week, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central European. It's playoff time. Good night. Take care.
Bye. Bye.